click
streaming
this
to some
button.
random channel.
Well, it's either this channel or my secret hidden channel that I use for simming when I have to have people watch over me. But you know.
All right,
Oh my
time
goodness,
to find
it's
out
the
that channel.
S18 Draft.
There we go. Okay, whatever, doesn't matter. You know, listen, I told one of you guys to do it.
Really far in the future.
I told one of you guys to do it, and you didn't listen. And this is all your faults for doing this.
Yeah, because I have access to a Twitch channel.
You
Sure.
do have
Hold
access.
on.
No, I don't. No one gives me anything. I'm just a scrub.
Well,
What did you ask us to do? I wasn't listening.
all right. This is just like HO chat or GM chat again.
I miss
Is there a
GM
schedule?
chat.
I'm just some random dude. I don't even know why you have me in here, to be honest.
I didn't make that choice.
Yeah, Infinite, why we got this guy in here?
I just want to go on record as saying I did not make this choice.
Nobody actually made the choice. If you act like you belong, they let you in.
That's fair.
Can confirm.
All right, phone. Why are you blowing up right now? You don't need to blow up right now.
All
You gotta
right.
do other things.
Kablooey.
Today we shall have sacrifices.
All right, so I guess since we're streaming and people are in the chat and
Oh,
stuff
wow.
is happening, yeah, that's a thing.
We should actually care
we
now.
should probably do things that involve the draft. So, why don't you guys, why doesn't everybody say a little hi or whatever, and while I use that as an excuse to grab beer.
Hello. We're all here now.
What's
yeah.
up,
Introduce
everybody?
yourself.
This is that draft thing.
Yeah. Not important. You don't have to watch. I promise.
It's a fairly small draft class.
Yeah, tiny. Probably like there's only like 3 people in it, so you know the rest are just kind of bots and all that.
We'll
so.
hit an active round, pick 13 or 14.
Yeah. Because the rest is just 250 TP bots. Because the GMs really don't want these guys. They're terrible.
Who's terrible? Everybody?
Yeah,
Yeah,
All
you're
right.
right. Sweet.
Well,
the bots are better.
so there's a whole bunch of people in here. It's gonna hopefully not be too crazy. I'm sorry that some of the names are covering up a little bit. Specifically mine. Apparently I'm at the bottom of this one. Is covering up the name Twitter there, but you should be able to see the rest of the Twitter. Other than that, we've got a big, long draft that I have to read out a whole bunch of names to. And so let's get to it. So first round pick, obviously we're going to spend the most time in the first round here, and then we'll speed up as we go through rounds. I need hopefully one of the co-commentators here has the ability to tell me when we're going to start hitting inactives, and we can just kind of start flying through. But for now, why don't we take a look at our first pick, which is Nola, and we have. Well, Juosu was in here. She's gone now. I was going
Nothing
to ask.
to say.
Yeah, whatever. I was going to ask what her rationale was on the pick afterward, but since that's not happening, we will go and I will ask you guys, what do we think? What do we think for Nola? Round 1, pick 1. Who's the number 1 pick?
I really have to think about this one for a minute.
Frostbite kicker.
Trey
Yeah.
Bacon, obviously.
Oh yeah, you're right, Trey Bacon.
Who's that one
Actually, it's
lineman
Jack
who went
Mahoff.
inactive immediately?
Best defensive tackle in the draft.
Trent
Yeah.
Bacon actually has a really good build.
He
I
was
like his
great.
archetype.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say this is probably the most obvious pick in the draft because this is the least worst kept. It feels like there's always one of these every draft, and it's always the first pick is.
Yeah, I
There's-
mean
it's-
that's to be fair.
Well,
Last year
yeah,
was
but
Run, and this year it's just as obvious as Run was.
I think this one's more obvious than Run was.
It's yeah. I
Yeah, probably.
think that's
I think this will be like next season's draft where they'll pick the person who's obviously a super active user first
Wow,
overall.
shocker.
Yeah, right.
I like
But
super active people.
is-
Wow.
That's some deep insight.
there's only a couple of those people who are very obviously going to be eligible for the draft next season, and one of them's a simmer. So that might
Some
affect
would
things.
say worst simmer ever.
Some would
Oh,
say
yeah.
worst simmer ever. I would
Absolutely
say that.
awful.
I mean, the first one disappeared after 1 year. The second one had multis. The third one actually was probably the best simmer. Let's be honest, he was probably the best one. He had a lot more free time than the current one, and I'm gonna willing to bet he drank less. Anyway, first pick off the board. It would help if I was on the thing. There we go. It's a man carrying a rock. Bjorn Ironside.
Complete
What?
shock. Wow. Oh my
Complete
God.
trash pick. This is the
Complete
worst pick in the draft.
Trash
Yeah.
pick.
Who the
serious?
hell picked this guy? Seriously. What's going on, Nola?
Also, that's the most attractive rock I've ever seen.
He's not even a
Wow.
quarterback.
I mean,
That's
Nola.
Cole.
I think it's pretty obvious. Nola's just punting this year. They're tanking.
Yeah,
Yep, that's it.
they are in lose now mode. They are the Miami Dolphins of this thing. All right. So, pick number 2. What super active user goes here? I do not know anybody else in this draft.
There's a
Zach
lot.
Hall. I'm saying that simply because Philadelphia has showed a lot of interest in wanting a GM. Zach is the only proven GM in the group so far because he GM Palm Beach this season.
Revived Palm Beach.
Well, do we call that GMing?
As the
Say
DSFL simmer,
no.
Also,
As a
he is
DSFL
defensive
simmer.
line.
Yeah, that's true.
as a DSFL simmer, I will say yes, because before there was nothing.
That's technically true.
All right, well, let's take a look here. Oh, I hit the wrong button. There we go. Zach Hall from user Hall
Hey.
Monitor.
There you
Ooh,
go.
it still says tight end, huh? Whoops.
It does still say
That's
he's a vertical
inaccurate.
threat tight end, yes.
He's
Vertical
he's
front
now-
defensive end.
Yes, he's a vertical threat defensive end.
He's a vertical threat defensive end whose render is an outside linebacker. Got it.
There we go.
What an
Absolutely
amazing
beautiful.
choice.
What?
Yeah.
God,
I
whoever
mean-
made this is terrible at his job.
Yeah, I know. God. Fire this dude immediately.
Please.
Did you make the renders, or can I make fun of Big for that?
I don't remember who did this one.
Nah, it looks good. It looks good. It's fine.
What makes fun of somebody?
Who would do that? Who would say a mean thing about another person on the internet?
I know.
Can't
Anyway.
imagine that at all.
So rude.
You can't be mean on the internet. It's illegal.
I have heard that, and I think there's a knock at my door, so I'll see you guys later. I'm pretty sure they're coming to take me away.
All right,
Anyway,
see you later,
sweet.
sweet.
Yeah, I'm died. I'm dead.
God, I
All right.
doxed you like 3 weeks ago, man. It took that long.
All right, pick number 3, we have the Orange County Otters, who
This could go anywhere,
I
man.
don't really know what they need.
There's been a lot of speculation around this pick.
There
Honestly,
really has been.
They kind of
Yeah.
just go best overall.
And
There's rumors that they might trade back.
I actually did not look. This is the first draft I've had where I've had access to the draft as it was being live drafted and did not look.
I mean, can you
Or
imagine?
IA.
I will say this is another team that's desperate for a GM. So
Can you imagine
That
a
is
team
true.
winning the Ultimus and then having 4 picks in the first 20 picks?
Yeah, I
They're
feel like
too
that
good.
happens
It's-
every year.
Yeah, it's
Thanks,
insane.
Baltimore.
Could you imagine
He's
giving up
too
everything to
good,
win an
times
Ultimus and
4.
then not doing it?
He's so good. He's
Could
so
you
good.
imagine doing that twice in a row? This only means
Oh,
that they're going to
damn.
win next season, though. So, let's be honest. That's what happened last time. All right, pick number 3 for the Otters is Tyrone Biggums, Revolution
Nice.
5.
Excellent choice.
That's my
Excellent choice.
that's my
I was
receipt.
not expecting him to go this high, but I am super pleased he did.
Yeah, I had a first round grade on him, 100%. I didn't think he would go number 3, but he's a
I-
very, very good guy. I love him. Love playing with him.
Listen, Bigums is one of the best players in this draft class, easily. It's just that wide receiver isn't a huge position of need. But when he gets hired as the co-GM in San Antonio, that probably raises some eyebrows, and I think that happened very shortly before the draft started.
Yeah, it was like the
Yeah,
day
a few
before.
days. Like it very much hasn't been very long.
And I'm not surprised to see a guy with all the skills to be a future GM in this league go this year.
Yeah, he's already gone super in deep with the sim too.
All right.
And
well,
then besides that is like his first like 2 weeks in got hired onto the PPT team. So
Oh, 1 week.
oh yeah, see,
I don't even
1
think he
week.
was here a week before it happened.
So
all right. Well,
dedication.
very good. All right. On to the next pick, which is the Yeti.
Oh man, that's a
Boo.
trash team right there.
That
Yeah,
is
worst team in the league.
a
Whoever
team
goes here, they're just a sacrifice. I'm
that
sorry.
has a brand new GM.
Who
Because
dat?
their last GM quit
Sucked.
on them
What a sucker.
Yeah, just gave up at life.
after creating 2 failed quarterbacks back to back.
Oh,
Ouch.
that's not nice.
Oh.
I'm gonna go cry in my
I
room.
feel like-
I mean, when you name the guy McDummy, you're asking for it.
I feel
That's-
like at this point the
that's
draft has
fair.
just become the season
roast
whatever draft
2019.
and also Sweetwater roasts people.
As it should be. Can't see anything else.
I do have it on good authority, actually, that Zach Hall will go at this pick. Because when he did his last piece of media, he spelled out Colorado.
But he's already taken.
Hey,
That's what's going to make it such a shock.
I think his
Well,
desire
damn.
was to be here.
Well, that's interesting.
New GM just so incompetent he drafts an already drafted player. All right, let's take a look at who they actually grabbed though.
Worst thing that happened.
Louisiana Purchase, your reigning DSFL. He won a bunch of awards. I don't remember which
He
one.
won defensive player.
Won a
of the
lot of
year.
stuff.
I
was-
believe
I was
he
close.
really good.
Back of the year.
The sim absolutely loves this guy. It's ridiculous.
Well, the
Yeah.
DSFL sim loves this guy,
Yeah.
but he's about to
Yeah,
enter
NSFL
my
sim,
world, and
he's
I'm about to end this
gonna-
man's whole career.
That boy quick.
Yeah, he's very good. I think he's gonna have a very good time in Colorado.
He's also the second biggest media guy in the class.
Yeah, Duke is an absolute stud in media and in the sim so far. This is a great pick for a team
Yeah.
that needs defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that team needed some defense.
Yeah, and this is probably this is
Yeah, it's not like
Best
we
guy
have
on the board.
any defensive players at all.
Their defense was
Absolutely not.
absolute garbage. There was nobody of value on that team.
Not a single person.
no.
Especially not, on the defensive line or in the linebacking core.
Oh my god.
All straight
Nope.
trash.
Yeah. all
Did any of them
garbage.
win any awards? No.
Probably
Actually,
not.
didn't
Quentin
one of their
Sinclair.
didn't one of their
Quentin Sinclair,
cornerbacks win an
believe it or
award?
not, was the one who won awards.
All right. Well, on to our next pick, which is San Jose SaberCats. I'm trying to think who they need. Probably a new quarterback.
Best
here
player
soon.
available. They seem like they have a lot of holes coming up for almost every
Best player
position.
available?
They are an older team.
They
A lot of good players up.
They still
Bertanen.
still have a receiving core, don't they? Oh no, Flash just retired, didn't he?
Oh, did he?
Mm.
That-
Yeah, I
that
think
must be-
Victor Flash retired.
Yeah, I've got them down as really needing a defensive lineman
Did-
and a wide receiver.
Did Flash retire pre or post Ultimus?
Post Ultimate, so they'll have him this
Okay,
season.
so yeah, they do need someone to bring up under
Yeah.
him, though. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get
th-
that.
This was the slot I originally had Bigums falling to, but since he's gone, I have no idea what they go with here.
Yeah. I mean,
Gotcha.
they just need a lot of help right now. So I'd say
They-
just go with best person available and see where you can go from there.
That sounds like every draft I was a part of when I was on that franchise. And it's Marcella Tariki Bex. I have no
Marcella.
idea how to say her name.
Nice, congrats, Specs.
Wow. Okay.
Congrats,
yeah.
Specs.
That's,
Top five.
that's
Overall.
They did need a running back bad. They were running on
They do.
two.
Teams.
Especially with Christ retiring. They're in a weird spot in terms of their running game.
Yeah,
And Fast Boyja is no longer on the team.
right. Well, honestly, the team did its best when they had Christ running and when Canton was on the team as well, because they had the dual running threat, and for whatever reason, it boosted. Basically, the defense had to choose to stop one of them, and so one would always go off. It was a good time.
I'm personally really excited to see Bex play quarterback.
Bring it on,
Wildcat
man.
Offense.
Bring it
Here
on.
we go.
It's coming. All right. But it is a receiving back, so you get that flex option at the wide receiver as well.
That's no longer true.
About that.
Oh,
I believe
Bex.
Bex is now a pure speed back.
I
Oh.
am indeed
Yep.
a speed back now. Yeah. made
So
my
you can
Oh,
flex
you
it out to
can.
wide
Well, I
receiver,
mean-
and I look forward to seeing you play out on the line like that.
Welcome to the club, Bex. Welcome to speed.
I hate to break it to you, if you put any running back with 100 speed and 70 hands out on the field, they're going to be fine.
Yeah, I
Well-
think they'll be okay.
As we've seen, the yellow knife way is to put your speed receivers as wide receivers, and your
Yeah.
speed running backs as wide receivers, and your
Yeah.
receiving backs as head backs.
Yeah, exactly. See? It works.
The question I have is, will she be durable enough after rushing 30 times
Yes.
last
I mean,
season?
she
Hold
did
on,
that
hold
in
on.
Norwich.
She
Yes, in Norwich.
blew the league out of the water in terms of all-purpose yards.
Worst case scenario, she's another Dorfish Jimbo who can't ever score.
Scorp sucks.
Well, I mean, it's
LMAO.
not hard to
Hold,
get
hold on. She'll
all-purpose yards if you're the only offensive weapon. Let's be
Well,
fair.
all-purpose yards is rushing yards and return yards, though.
It is true.
And receiving.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, moving on to number 6.
Nola again?
it's, Nola and Thud Castle, and I'm sorry I spoiled it. I didn't mean to click twice. I tried to click off of the thing to click to another thing, and it
Oh
spoiled
my
it.
God.
And I feel
Nice.
bad, but they took Thud Castle, which I believe is probably a good choice.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am
That's
insanely
actually
excited
cool.
for this.
It's a very defensive focused draft, but they have two incredible defensive players now.
I mean, they've
Yeah.
already got two pretty good linebackers.
That's 2 of the 5 best defensive players in the draft, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I will say Thud has been open to potentially move into edge rusher.
Ooh.
So this may be more of a defensive end pick than a linebacker pick.
That's
Yeah,
an
we'll
interesting. That's an interesting proposition right there.
Well, as a run stopper, he's got that versatility, so he's going to mesh
Yeah.
well with Sloth, Face, and
He's no longer a run stopper, though.
oh,
To balance. A lot of these archetypes are
Or outdated.
Old.
Yeah.
outdated.
As is the TPE numbers, but that.
Well, if the player
numbers
pages
is
don't get
just-
updated, then these don't get updated. So that's how this works.
Yep.
I'll see how it is.
What I
That's
heard
just-
is that Infinite is so lazy that in order to create a draft in time for this thing, he doesn't go to each person's individual update page and modify the TPE counts for
What
every
an
single player draft.
absolute bum.
I am
Jesus.
so lazy,
Could
as
you
we saw on
be
Wednesday.
any less dedicated to the league?
I know.
Can we give him a least dedicated member medallion right now?
He
We'll
gets
put
one
that
every
in
day.
the. We'll put that in the awards vote next
Yep.
year.
All right, on to our next pick.
Listen.
Wraith's first time on the
No,
board.
there's an easy solution for this. S19 class, whenever you make any change, whether it's gain TPE, change position, change classes,
DM.
message,
Please no.
All right.
Yeah.
You know what's coming here.
problem solved.
All right. Yellowknife.
Yellowknife is up next. They need a new running back very soon.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Like
God.
right now.
They still have Canton for a season, and he still has 100 speed, so
They
that's
also
really all you
still
need.
have
Yeah.
Morgan
And
Marshall.
there
They
are
still
two
got
very
They
Marshall
good
also
too.
still
backs.
have Morgan Marshall, who also
Yeah.
still has 100 speed.
Yeah. There are two very good backs on the board still. There's still Ruff and Hunyadi
hold
that
on.
they can
There's
take.
There's only one very good back on the board still.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot. Hunyadi is like, is there a negative for skill? Probably.
That's a good question.
He's
We'll
big
find out.
bad.
He's definitely down there.
All right, well,
Big bad.
let's take a. I think those are their options, and then honestly, they could use a tight end.
They could also
actually-
use probably
Well,
a
they're gonna have
defensive
a hard
player.
time finding a
Yeah.
truly
They
good
might-
tight end in this class.
That's fair.
I think they maybe go like defensive line, maybe a linebacker, defensive end. I don't know.
Why would they need to go defensive line?
I don't know. They need someone on defense. Like they have a lot of holes. Let's
Gotcha.
leave it at that.
All right,
Their
well, let's.
line is their greatest asset.
I would say maybe linebacker because Selleck is regressing, which they'll need a replacement
Yeah,
for
they
that.
definitely need a linebacker because Grithead's gone as well. And
And keep in mind too, they just
Toasty's
traded
gone.
Parker.
Oh wait, and let's not forget to mention that the best linebacker TPE wise is still on the board.
all right,
That
well,
is
let's
true.
take a look at it. They are taking Maurice Vertanen,
Yeah, that's
Bacon
an
brother.
excellent pick.
Yeah.
Excellent choice.
I cannot believe he actually fell this far. I thought for sure he was top 3, so this was a steal by Yellowknife. It's
Top-
Yeah,
not even.
absolutely.
At worst, top
Yeah.
5, and this is, I mean, they have a top TPE earner
Nice.
at a position of absolute need, so you literally can't pick any better.
Yeah, all right. Very nice, guys. All right, up next is pick number 8, which is the Outlaws' first pick off the board.
Got another team who needs an RB.
Everybody except for the GM of that team in this draft.
Yeah, I'm actually grabbing my notebook. I want to hear what you guys say.
Ooh, here you go, guys.
What do we need?
This is your
I mean,
chance.
I can't imagine that they would trade out of this when
Yeah.
Rough is on the board,
Yeah.
but Hainati is on the board.
I don't think Hanyadi is first rounder.
I will say there's another guy that I thought was going top 5 that's still available here.
Which is?
Who dat?
There's a top TPE earner in Pete Parker.
Oh yeah,
That
that's
would
true.
be a great pick.
Safety. He's the
Pete
best
Parker would be
safety
an
in the
excellent
draft.
pick here.
That is true.
And he's recently joined pretty much all the public Discord, so he is highly active of late.
He's been a great guy in the San Antonio locker room as well.
Yeah,
Pete
he
Parker would
has.
be a really excellent pick at this.
You know, he's a. We'll see where he goes now, I guess, because there's a lot of opportunity and still in this first round.
All right, well, let's take a look here. We've got a trade.
Oh, snap.
So Arizona gets pick number 8, and I'm sorry, Colorado gets Arizona's pick number 8, and Arizona gets Colorado's round 2 pick number 14 and round 3 pick number 28.
Oh, very
Arizona's
nice.
original round 3.
Oh yeah, they get their own round 3 back.
Oh, very nice.
This worked out really well for both teams here.
This trade was awesome between us.
This trade works out. Colorado wants the best help it can get as quickly as possible, and Arizona's a team that's been competitive and is staying competitive, and they get probably 2 actives out of that trade.
Easily 2 actives.
Yeah, you can still get a lot of active people in the third round. Pretty easily.
Honestly, I still think I'd rather have more. I think I like the Arizona won that trade a little bit because you get a lot of actives. Like Baltimore doesn't have a pick until round 3, but they've got 3 in round 3, so they still get 3 active. You know, it kind of does work out, especially with a class this big.
Yeah. Although I don't think Parker goes here anymore now because Colorado already has some pretty solid safeties. I don't think they need a third one.
No.
Maybe they get
Joey.
Parker.
They did trade Montgomery.
Who
That's
do we
true.
have on our roster? I can't even remember who we have.
We've got Lejeune, we've got Purchase now, and we've got
Sinclair. Moved to
Sinclair.
corner, right?
Yeah, Sinclair's
Then-
a corner now.
For safeties, we have Nertson, who's at about 330 TPE, and then like 3 inactive 200s.
All right, well, let's take a look. Pick number 8, the Yeti take Pete Parker.
All right, my hot take is completely wrong.
Bolstering
Yes.
that defense as
Shocker.
much as they
Yes.
can. It turns out getting blown out every game, despite the fact that some of that was on, a quarterback who likes to pass to the other team just as much as he likes to pass to his own.
Ouch.
When that happens, you have to have a good defense on the field to stop it.
We're taking all of the active defensive backs so that Infinite has no one to throw to on the other.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
All right,
That's exactly what we discussed in the.
bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works out.
I
It
feel
worked
like
out.
Parker has a
Colorado-
lot of flexibility. So
So when I saw 8 was there, I reached out to Swag and wanted to move up to get Parker because I think having Purchase and Parker would benefit our defense in the long run, many seasons.
Yeah,
Oh,
two
That's a
very
very-
good defensive backs, and I mean, you were in the San Antonio locker room, so you know both of them very well.
And I know Jay
Say-
Steele from PBE too, so I know he's a good dude already.
Yes.
All right. Well,
For
the
you
biggest thing
history
this does
buffs.
is this devastates the San Antonio defensive back.
Yeah, we're in trouble
I
next
feel-
season.
I feel so bad for that general man.
Colorado is the
The
main
Yeti
NFL
are
team.
going to be great, but that GM team is just going to be shattered by these picks.
All right, up next is the Otters with pick number 9. And they're probably still going to go best available at this point, I would assume.
I think so.
That's
I
kind of
mean-
how OCO seems to be drafting.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah, it's
they
been
don't
working for 'em.
need bigums, but
Yeah, I mean, really, they might try and go for a cornerback, I guess, but otherwise, they don't
Who's-
have any.
Who's best available on your boards?
Is them? Who you got?
At cornerback.
No, just not at cornerback. Best available.
Abernathy?
Best available on the board is
Mhm.
probably Bender Rodriguez, but they've already got a wide receiver. So
Pazuzu.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Well, one of their wide receivers is aging.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
no,
true.
And didn't they get rid of Sunnyhurst?
they got rid of Sonny, so they have Hugh Mungo, who's
Yep.
season 15.
Yeah, he's fine.
16.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's 16. Okay. And then they have Banks and Levote from last year,
Oh, okay.
and now they have
Okay.
Bigums. So they have 4 guys from
Yeah.
the 16 through 18 draft class.
I mean, that's
They're
not a
set
bad thing.
At receiver for a while.
You say that,
Yeah.
but nah, you can never have too many receivers.
Yeah,
And I don't think Levote is that active based on his
Yeah.
TP.
Levote is the co-GM down in Canada.
Realistically,
Yeah, but it's only like
is
150.
terrible.
anyway, so let's take a look here at the Otters pick, which is Corin Abernathy. From
Well, my hot
Vertex
my
Laser.
hot take was right that time.
you hit every now and then.
Yeah, 50-50. We're getting there.
I don't think that saying that OCO is going to draft a cornerback is a hot take.
Well, I said Corin Abernathy was I like you pick there, I think.
Yeah.
I
Best
think
corner
if I could-
available.
If I
Best
could
corner
speak for
available is-
Spec right
Off the-
now,
best
he
corner
would-
available would be, yeah, him. I think he's the highest TPE.
Oh, definitely.
I think Spec would take like 7 DBs if he. So
All right, let's take a look at pick number 10, which is the Austin Longsnacks. And their
the
need
Austin
is...
Longsnacks.
Yeah, that's who's in it.
What a team.
What a team.
What
Anyway,
a team.
they need pretty much all the help they can get. So
Imagine finishing third to last in the standings and not picking until 10. That's
It's definitely an ouch.
Yeah. My
Luck-
prediction here is
luckily they got a good locker room. So I mean, I'd say almost most of their people are active over there.
They're doing
So
all
they're
right.
not hurting too bad.
I know they don't have.
They're
a
just
huge
young.
Need. I know they don't have a huge need at linebacker, but I didn't know where to put him in my mock. But I had net gains going here because I could not see him dropping out of the top 10.
all right.
The
that's
dude
Adam
is
Ness
one of the
is-
most active and highest TP earners in the class. So
net
Yep.
gains
And
also
Adam was
kind
actually
of
hinted
fits
at that
the culture over there. To be honest.
All right, well, let's take a look. Pick number 10, last pick of round 1 is Net Gains.
very nice.
That's a great culture fit for Austin.
It's perfect.
Even if it's not a high position of need on their chart, Gaines is going to be excellent.
Yeah,
in-
he's
as
a great guy.
bobblehead. And pairing
Nothing else
him
to
with
say.
Honda, that's a dangerous linebacker.
All right, well, we're into round 2 now. So, our first pick on the board for round 2, pick number 11, is back to the top with Nola, who is going to take, I don't know, best available?
That would be
really need?
Bender, I
They have
think.
DP,
Yeah,
they
Would
have
be best available.
linebacker.
I think they need a wide receiver because Fiodo's about to die.
This might be the
Yeah.
spot for a guy like Pazuzu to go.
Yeah,
I
and
think
he is a
Bender
very
drops.
Let's-
good locker room presence. He's just a good user all around.
We'll see how Action Jackson feels about that if that goes down, but
Yeah, whatever. Wide receivers should realize that they're relatively limited. So even if you're the only wide receiver on the team, you're not gonna do way better than. Doesn't matter. Here we go. Round 2, pick 11, and it is Bender B. Rodriguez from Pazuzu.
Yeah, pretty much best player available at this point. I think he's the only. Well, there's probably a few other guys, but yeah, he's the only guy at the time of these being made that was over 200 TPE. So pretty much best player available.
And he's also a long-time player, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been around the league.
All right. Up
They're
next, pick number
in the back.
12. We're back to Philly, and they are going to need. I don't know if
Everything.
they need everything. Yeah,
Lot
they're
of-
kind of in an everything. Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
in
a lot of
everything,
teams need a
but
lot of everything.
Yeah.
They got a defensive lineman, so I can't see them reaching on a defensive lineman again. And
Yeah.
I feel like there are some good defensive linemen left in this class, but it's
I will
a reach at 12.
I will
Gotcha.
say that I feel like they only have one really good weapon on their offense, and he's kind of aging and on the edge of retirement himself, so.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's take a look here. Pick number 12. Jake Dropson. Good v
Excellent
evil.
choice.
That's what a name.
This guy is the
Absolutely perfect.
This
hero of
guy's
the
never
people.
going to catch a ball in his entire time in Philly. I'm sorry, Falcone.
Yep.
You
This
got
dude
the
has
most
hands of stone. That's all we'll say.
prone wide receiver in the DSFL.
Yeah. I mean, with a name like that, it's pretty obvious.
Hopefully, the NSFL sim is a little bit more kind to him. It's been pretty brutal.
Yeah. As Bex was saying, he's the hero of the people, though. This dude graded like 50 articles in one weekend, spent his entire
Yeah,
week
he's
doing
hot
it,
damn.
so.
He went beast mode. It was pretty crazy.
He's
Good for him.
dedicated. He's active. He's a great choice.
Awesome.
He is an excellent player, and just they should feel good about this pick.
All right. Well, up
Helped
next.
out with the draft a lot too.
Cool. All right, up next is Austin at pick number 13. Sorry, I'm just trying to speed it. Like round one, we were talking more. I'm trying to speed it up because we got like 20 rounds. I don't know how many rounds we got. Too many of you people.
Yeah, but once we hit IAs, we're not.
That's
gonna be
true.
gone.
Yeah. So anyway, pick number 13 is Austin. Long Snacks at it again with. I still think best available. Like.
Yeah, best available. Maybe look at your offense at this point.
Here's the question: I know they just had some turnover with GMs, so I'm assuming if they haven't picked their GM up, they have to get up
Austin?
here.
Wait, did they have-
No, it's not Austin. I haven't been paying attention. I'm not
Chicago
gonna-
had
Chicago had it, and Baltimore had it, and.
and Philly had it.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I had a lot of the more veteran guys going off in this area. People like C-Dub, Danger Zone. People have been
C-Dub
around
and
for a
Danger
while.
Zone would be interesting picks here.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
guaranteed guys.
I can speak highly of both of those guys.
I think if they're gonna pick one of those two, they want Danger Zone just because Takeda joined the Long Snacks last year. He hasn't been earning as much, but they do have a playable safety.
All right. Well, let's take a look here. Pick number 13, Austin takes Xavier Adams, Danger Zone. Danger Zone.
There he is.
There he goes.
That's a solid pick. He was a very consistent earner this year. If a little bit quiet.
Fair enough. All right, let's take a look at our next one is the Outlaws again with their now first pick. At number 14 from the trade from the Yeti. They are in need of
I think they
Running
get. I
back.
think.
They need to look at running back for when
Yeah.
Shady eventually
Because-
runs off of his legs.
Yeah, because I think if they don't pick like Ruff here, I think Yellowknife picks him up and then Arizona would have to either aggressively trade up or they just have to go with the lower guy.
All right, well, let's take a look. Outlaws take Ruff. He's a good boy. Speed back.
The goodest
boy.
boy.
Best boy in the league.
Hey,
Best render in the game.
Which Airbud is this render from?
Obviously the football one.
Yes, obviously the football one, but the first one was basketball. Was the second one football? Or was the second one soccer or baseball?
the second one.
The second one was football because
Okay.
it was golden receiver.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So Swag,
Right here.
What's your plan with Ruff? Just for my notes.
So basically, Ruff is going to be the replacement for Slim Shady.
Okay, so is he a call up or?
I think his plan for Ruff is to hand him the ball
gotta
and let
talk
him
to
run
him
forward.
first, but long term, he's definitely going to be figured in.
Yeah, but short term.
He doesn't know you drafted him, so we got to talk to him about that.
I just need to know how much trouble I'm in.
All right. Up next.
I just want to point out real quick, though,
Sure.
that's Ruff is who everybody had us taken at 8, so I think that trade has to be a win.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would say that's a win.
probably.
I had Ruff 8th overall, so considering that you traded back and still got him, that's pretty good value.
Yeah.
I don't
For
think
you,
that
history.
is a loss for Colorado, but I don't think it's not a win for.
Oh, they still got a great player.
Pete Parker's still a great player. Yes.
All right, let's
He
take a look.
wouldn't have been there for their next pick.
All right, so hold on. Infinite sounds like he's had this ready to go for a minute here.
Yeah, so for you history buffs, in the S18 draft, the exact opposite thing happened where Arizona traded up with Colorado.
Yeah.
And then Colorado still got the guy they wanted at 11. So
Pretty cool.
Something history repeats itself.
I mean,
Time
you
is
guys
a
got
flat
great
circle.
Scratch your
players.
back, you scratch mine.
Yeah.
You know.
I think the Yeti and
All right.
Outlaws always have a good history, with multis and trading and
Cheating and yeah.
Cheating and swindling the league, all the good stuff.
All right.
I hope
Anyway,
you guys draft my multi.
Up next is our first Chicago Butchers pick with their 2 brand new GMs.
I'm sure they're looking really hard at Marcella Tariki here.
I'm
Wait a
sure
minute.
one of the GMs definitely may have had a girl boner for her.
I'm not even going to take a guess on this one.
Yeah.
This could go
Chicago
anywhere.
need-
This could literally go anywhere. I don't know the drafting strategies of the GMs of Chicago right now.
they need a lot.
I've got them down
They-
needing a running back. I think they jump on
Don't they have?
Matthias Hanyata.
Nah, that guy sucks. No
don't
one's
they
gonna
have
pick
Torrance?
him.
Isn't
They pick up Waldo in free agency.
Yeah, they already have Torrenson.
They
so-
traded
You have Torrenson,
They
but
traded
Waldo
Torrance.
never signed
Oh.
with them before retiring.
They got Marquise Brown.
No, they've got Brown and they've got whoever Waldo's player is, who I think.
Yeah.
was
Well,
running.
Waldo didn't
Waldo
sign
also
with them.
retired, so
Yeah,
Oh,
he,
so
he
they both
retired
the
on
running
them.
backs are retiring. That's really great. For them.
So yeah,
so Torrance
Yeah.
is
You
still
gotta
going to get the
remember-
lion's share. He's going to be fine. They'll be
You
okay.
gotta remember.
You really, I mean, like, as long as you've got Torrenson and the ghost of Marquise Brown, you're fine. And then
they
really,
don't have Torrenson.
This is
they
not
don't
bad.
have Torrenson though.
oh, what?
They
They traded him
Torrenson
for
is
Marquise
in
Brown.
Oh my
Philadelphia
God,
for
who would do that?
Yeah,
Apparently, Chicago GMs.
don't taint my name with that trade.
I'm sorry, sir.
I'm not gonna lie. One of them was the offensive player of the year, I think, or close to it.
Hey,
He's
the other
the running back of year.
13th,
The other
was
one
13th overall
made it
running
into
back,
the
and,
top 3 of all
Garza-
time in fumbles.
That's
There it
not a
is.
good stat
That's-
to be.
We're not even.
Yeah, but
Not
when
even
Dorf is
streaming
going
and-
to be top 3 in the next 2 seasons, I don't think he has to worry about that.
That's fair. All right, well, let's take a look. Chicago's taking Mike Hockerts. My cock hurts. There it is.
nice.
That
C-dub.
was the pick they needed to make because Fly Eagles Fly left.
And
This
like
is a
I said,
really good pick, I think.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is another veteran league guy that's been around for a while, so they know what they're getting from him.
Mm-hmm.
C-Dub is
Yeah.
a great pick.
great locker room guy, good owner. He's going to be a real asset.
Dope. All right, taking a look at Otters now. Otters are going to take best
I have
available
so
again,
much
like they usually do.
defense.
Otters have so many picks in these top 2 rounds, and that's
Yeah, I think.
not good for the rest of the league.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know what to think. This is kind of where my knowledge drops off.
If we're looking at best available, I
Mhm.
would probably be leaning towards someone like Marlo Smart.
Okay.
Yeah, Smart, maybe Joseph Wozniak,
All
but I
right.
don't even know if they need a safety necessarily.
All right. Well, let's take a
I
look
mean,
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like we're kind of getting to Marlo Smart. Oh my God.
I love Marlo. He's an excellent.
Yeah,
person to have
he's
in the locker
amazing.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a
Marlo,
huge value.
he was real. There was a period of time that he was just real quiet, and people forgot about him.
Yeah. Let me tell you
And-
something. This guy
but
is super humble.
He blew up the sim in the
Yeah.
DSFL.
He actually
Yeah.
broke the single game tackle record and never said a word, and no one paid him any attention. I actually had to bring it to everybody's attention in the rookie Discord after it happened. He was just
Oh
like,
yeah, I
"Oh,
remember that.
Yeah, he was like, thanks. I thought everybody was just going to overlook it. And
He was so quiet in the Discord. He barely even said anything. It was
But
kind
an
of surprising.
excellent guy. Excellent guy.
He
Yeah,
And
is
seems really
Orange
cool.
County's lucky
That's a
here.
phenomenal pickup for OCO, and they should be really happy with their draft thus far. They've got
Yeah.
3 great guys.
All right. Well, taking a look
They've
next,
done phenomenal.
we have Yellowknife, who is in desperate need of a running back here very soon,
There is still a running back on the board.
and that would be.
there is a running
Gotta
back
go
on
for
the
him.
There
board.
is still at least one running back on the board.
But who wants that guy? He's terrible. Like, there's a reason he hasn't been drafted.
I mean, sometimes you have to settle. So
That is
Don't
true.
you guys disgrace the good name of Fuzzy Dotson.
No, that's true. Yeah,
Hey.
it's Dotson. It's Dotson.
It is Matthias Hanyadi,
congrats, man.
CRT
good.
Rampage.
Who made this pick? You need to fire me.
Um,
Bad decision.
Hey, if I had to bet, Shady probably had a hand in this pick.
Shady probably did. I know for a fact that this was Big Red's first solo flight, not solo flight, but his first time in charge here as head of the draft since Davey stepped down. Yeah, my guess would be that Shady Shoelace had a hand in this one.
I am
Yeah.
praying for my life that one of these 2 running backs from San Antonio gets
Yeah.
sent down.
You're gonna be in
they
trouble
are-
if they
They
don't.
are both excellent picks to go up.
And they're both going in places that need running backs. So good luck with that.
Yeah.
Both Ruff and Hanyadi.
Yeah.
What are you worried about?
I don't have running backs.
He's the Marshals GM.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
His whole team's going to be
I
getting
got
called.
fired, and then I
Yeah.
watched Colorado take my 2 best defensive backs, and then both of my running backs go in the second round.
I would
And I
say
went,
there's
"Hey,
about
guys."
there's about a 50% chance that Yellowknife sends Hanyadi back down just because they've got 200 speed rushers just ready to go.
Yeah.
I mean,
They
But-
don't need him immediately.
Actually, they
If
might
there was
pick you
any-
up and then just put Canton
Yeah.
out wide the entire time.
Yeah, that would actually make sense.
That'd probably be
if
the
there
best
was any
option.
chance that I could get both of them back, this could be a phenomenal season.
I have a very I guarantee you Tariqi's going up immediately. Oh wait,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
not on your
Let's
team.
Tariqi's in San Jose is in.
That's right. Ruff is almost definitely stepping up here pretty quick. And then Hanyadi will almost definitely be pulled up to be the spellback for Marshall, and then they'll probably flex Canton out and have him play fullback-ish and tight end-ish, and a lot of out wide receiver and flat.
It's definitely a conversation that I'm going to have with Big Red sooner rather than later.
Big Red's
Yeah.
probably gonna be like, "Fuck you, he's coming up."
I'll have a talk with him too. Don't worry.
I'm probably gonna yell at these guys are great guys if they want to pull up, and I'd be really happy for both my guys. But oh my god, do I need one?
Listen, here's what's up. They have been drafted. You don't own them anymore.
I know.
All right,
That's what's
Outlaws
killing
with their next pick in the draft. And they are looking to grab, I don't know, just kind of anyone would really help out. I don't know, we
They're
have a
really
super
in
weak
a
point.
good spot.
Maybe a
They could
wide
look-
receiver?
Maybe. Or
Hey, Izza, who's
I mean-
BPA?
Let's see.
uh,
Fuzzy.
actually, technically, Q would be the best person available. Although I don't know
He's got
if
the highest
anyone
TD.
needs a quarterback.
Well, now you know what's
Now remember,
what's
best
his
available.
face is getting pretty old.
Remember, best available does not necessarily mean most TPE. It
That's
can
true.
also mean
But
very
Fuzzy's
active.
also a insanely active guy.
All right.
He's-
Yeah, Fuzzy could be another one.
Let's take a look.
Wozniak.
Pick
Yeah, Wozniak.
number 18. JQ.
Nice.
That's
I was hoping he'd go in the first 2 rounds. I was afraid he was going to drop further because he's quarterback.
Look at that.
I
I'm
love it.
assuming that Reese is going to have another year or two, and then we're going to see Q come up.
Yep.
Q is easily one of the top 5 most active guys in the class and the top 3 TPE earner. He is excellent.
If he
Yeah.
had picked any position but quarterback, he would have gone first round easy.
Yeah, he
Absolutely.
probably would have been top
Tough
3.
position.
Yeah,
Oh,
easily
yeah.
top 3.
All right.
I do
And
want to
he's
say
just
in
a
my
nice dude.
notes.
Yeah,
Yeah, hold on.
I do
Swag is talking here.
I do want to say in my notes. We're very high in Q. He was actually the player we had in mind for that number 28 pick. But I actually gave Salem my login password for Discord.
Ah.
So he's number 18.
All right. Let's take a look. So number 19 here is San Jose SaberCats. Back up again and really...
They got to go defense.
Yeah, probably do. They've got a lot of defensive guys disappearing here, so...
Dying.
The CTE's kicking in. All right, with pick number 19, they take Joseph Wozniak, illegal
Nice.
octopus.
There it goes.
Love
I'm
it.
happy with that. I'm happy with that.
Another good dude.
Wozniak is one of my favorite guys in the class. He is absurdly friendly, absurdly talkative.
If they're all your favorite guy in the class, it doesn't count.
Sure it does.
Yeah, calm down here, John Gruden.
He makes rivalries with everybody, and they're great to read in the
Yeah,
in the
he's
media
funny.
section.
I love reading his stuff. He's hilarious. I love it.
All right. Up next, again, with the most picks in the first 2 rounds.
Despite winning the ultimate.
Despite winning the Ultimates, because it turns out you can trade away your star player to your team who's going to go up against you in the Ultimates, pick up a bunch of picks, and beat them.
And still win. God, I hate them.
Absolutely
That is an
500
absolute
IQ.
genius.
Fucking Patriots level bullshit right here.
Voodoo
They're
magic.
goddamn. Anyway, 20th pick overall. Otters take a trade.
Nothing.
Spooky time.
They trade their pick number 20 to the Yeti, and in return they get pick number 24. So they move down a little bit and pick up a round 1. Yeti, what are you doing? Oh my god!
Holy crap! That is a steal for Orange County.
What the hell?
In the season 19 class, there are a lot of recreate quarterbacks.
There are
That's-
also
I mean,
a
the
lot
Yeti
of-
need a quarterback.
Yeah, that means
Yeah.
that there's going to be less options that aren't quarterbacks in the first round.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting.
wait. Why would we be talking about the Yeti getting a quarterback? They just lost their first round pick.
I think the idea was
They're
that
not.
everybody thought they
They're
were
not
going to.
Yeah.
quarterback.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I misinterpreted there.
Which means that their second round pick, all that's going to be available is quarterbacks.
Right.
I believe there are 4 recreate quarterbacks at this point.
Yes, there are, and one of them is a GM of a team, so he will go to that team.
So all I'll say for this trade is that I don't think it's my place to give it away, but if the rumors I'm hearing are true, this trade may actually end up being a good win for them,
For who?
for Colorado.
Oh, okay. Well, let's take
There's
a look
some
here.
things in motion that'll make it make sense in a week or two.
All right, let's see. They're taking Steve Osawilder, Sopicho.
Stecco.
Awesome guy.
Stecco. Sorry, did I say Steve?
Yes.
Probably did.
He's a tight end.
Awesome.
This is,
Yeah,
this is
he
by
is.
the way, another Marshall.
Yeah.
Who's gonna get called up.
The Colorado Antonio.
Look at the
Yeah.
Marshalls. What did they do? They amassed a ton of talent, didn't make it to the Ultimate, and then lost all the talent.
Ouch. This
That's the
kind of
Marshall way.
sucks.
I'm glad that I hired Rev when I did, because I'm gonna need him. He's gonna be the guy that I'm leaning on heavily to work with the roster that we have.
So, do you want my insight on this pick
Yes, I do.
in the trade?
Yes, absolutely.
Please.
Okay.
Talk
So,
away.
I saw he was still on the board. I had a pretty good conversation with him. We kind of have someone at tight end, so probably open to position switching, which will probably be happening. And saw he was still on the board and wanted to make a move. I felt like getting him now would benefit over the round 1 of next season anyways.
That's fair.
So we went up and we got him.
Cool. Hey.
And he's a good dude. I enjoyed our conversations we had. And I seen him in, like I said, San Antonio's locker room. So I already...
He's a little bit quieter in the Discords. He's louder in San Antonio than he is most places, but he's a little quiet there. But he's a good guy. We like Stico there, and I'm happy to see him go here.
Cool. All right. Well, we are into round 3 now.
We're going deep.
Yeah, and in round 3, we are back to the NOLA Dancing Parade people.
NOLA Dancing Parade people.
Yeah.
Love it.
New team name. And I think they just got to keep going with that best overall, best available kind of thing.
Yeah.
How much longer do they have on their QB?
S14.
Okay, so a little while.
This
Wow.
guy's got a few years left.
Gotcha. Just making sure. I like to try to keep track on these things. All right, so round 3, pick 21. NOLA is taking David Rector.
Very
Okay.
good.
There's a story behind this one that nobody figured out except for Tom Hanks. David Rector is currently listed at 121 TPE
Mm-hmm.
because he messed up his updates.
Uh-huh.
He is actually sitting at about 250.
Oh, Jesus.
So this
What?
this is a top 15 pick that they just got in the 3rd round.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
250. That's a top 5 pick.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody missed something. Holy crap.
Well,
Well,
hold on,
he stopped adding new posts and started putting everything in his first post. So the updater did not know that he was still updating.
Yikes. But he's a great
Jesus.
guy.
Okay.
So, absolute steal.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
good job.
and he's active, talkative, plays werewolf, all that.
Good job doing your homework there,
That is
then,
a
NOLA.
steal for TH.
Nola. Oof.
All right. Well, taking a look
Wow.
now. After that crazy thing, here we go. Pick 22 here, which is back to Philly with a GM I know does his homework as well. Who do they take?
Slim
here?
or Ford?
Well, it's Slim.
Mm.
Slim would do his homework.
Yeah.
I would be willing to bet Ford does.
Fuzzy
I'm
is
sure.
still the
I just
best
don't know
player
Ford.
available. Fuzzy's been the best player available for like 5 or 6 picks now.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Apparently, David Rector has been the best pick available for like 15.
I was keeping
Yeah.
that to myself.
Yeah. Iso is a cheaty little.
I
Thinks he's
have.
funny.
Well, no. I have someone in mind who I might think, who I think they might take because of all that soft TPE they have,
Oh,
or soft
am I hearing
TPE potential.
Soft TPE.
Ooh.
You are
Soft
hearing soft
TPE.
TPE right there.
We're going real deep.
Yeah, right. He is very active in the Discords, and there's a potential job
And with all-
opportunity coming up, but we'll see.
With all that soft top TPE he's got, that's a great pick.
Yeah, right.
If that's what happens.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look. It's probably not who I think it is. It's Fuzzy Dotson.
Excellent guy. Fuzzy
Yeah.
is one of the greatest guys in the class.
Yeah.
Is Fuzzy still listed as a blocking back?
Yes, he is. Well,
He's,
I mean, he is on this.
he's receiving, but he's willing to
Switching
put
to
points in the
receiving.
block.
All right, this is
But he's still going to try to max out his blocking stats.
with Torrenson playing there as well. This is a good pick. That's a
Yeah,
great
they're gonna
guy
be
to
in
have
there.
alongside Torrenson.
Yeah, they're going to work really well.
All right. Well, that should be a great RB duo there. Taking a look now back to NOLA. Sorry, that was a loud back. Back to Noah. We are NOLA, whatever they're called.
Noah. Hello, Noah.
Pick 23. And I'm going to stick with keep going best available because why not?
At this point,
Yeah.
yeah, they've got a lot of picks that are going to be active. So
I mean, here is where you're kind of you're getting a
Junior
few
Lopez.
inactives, but yeah, Junior's been on the board for a while now.
Yeah.
Been a
This
pretty
one-
solid pick.
He did get January of 2000 forced fumbles.
Yeah.
I unfortunately caught that, pointed that out to Infinite like
Yeah,
5
good job,
minutes before
Infinite.
this started.
Yeah.
Again, Infinite
I-
showing least dedicated member by not making a last-minute change to a 150 slide thing.
Yeah, come on, man.
It's
What's
only
going
a 280 megabyte PowerPoint. I mean, I could
Yeah.
have done that.
that takes you like 2 minutes. What are you doing?
You know, my computer said it was 244, so you're even lying about that.
Oh my god. This dude just can't stop.
He cannot.
He's
He literally cannot
absolutely
control
awful.
himself. All right, but they get a linebacker there. Honestly, building out a solid defensive scheme here, if I had to guess. All right, now time to OCO with their pick at number 24.
This is another time that OCO gets to pick probably a very active player.
Yes, they do.
Uh,
Yeah, they
and-
traded down and still getting active. They only moved down 4 slots and picked up around 1.
Yeah.
Like,
and
around
OCO
1,
is going to be
pretty good.
terrifying if
All right.
they continue to.
Yeah, right? So let's
Draft
take a
as
look
well.
here. Pick number 24, they are taking Howard Ryan. Rec G Man, I think. Is how you say
Yeah,
that?
probably.
I have no idea.
Something like that.
Rack G man.
I think I said it one time in a drunken meeting with a bunch
Rage?
of you guys. No, not rage. It was one of the times I got on Rookie Discord and definitely shouldn't have.
One of the Sims.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it was somebody.
Anyway, safety. He's around. I've definitely seen his name around. So
I haven't seen him a whole lot, but I assume he's pretty cool.
He was one of the first guys to ever use voice chat for game night, so he was kind of a leader and all that.
there you go. He's in the chat, I think, too. So
Probably. A lot
All
of people in
right.
chat.
moving on to Baltimore with their first pick of the draft, all the way in round 3, but they're still probably going to get 3 active players here.
Welcome
in
to
round 3.
draft, Baltimore. Took
Yeah,
you
right.
long
Took
enough.
them a while.
All right. I think they need defensive line, don't they?
They do need some
Wait,
defensive
didn't they
pieces.
draft Braden Ennis last year?
Brandon Enos?
It doesn't matter. Everybody
Good
needs
old
defensive line.
Brandon P.
Yeah, they even if they did draft him, it's like they don't have any.
Well, they
anyone else,
traded him
really.
immediately after
They
picking him.
traded
So.
him immediately.
Yeah.
no less.
Yeah, so they're basically sitting on a bunch of inactives. The
They
best
could
available would
really-
technically be
really-
Trey Bacon, but he's
He's
inactive,
inactive.
unfortunately. So next
That's
best
the last
available
thing
would
they
be
need is
Baldari.
All right.
So-
Well,
That'd be a huge value pick if they go for him here.
let us take a look at pick number 25. Baltimore takes Fabricio Baldari. Sir
That's my
McCullough.
boy.
Sir
San
McCullough.
Antonio.
I was actually
Part of the,
surprised to see an active defensive lineman go this late.
Yeah, to be fair, he hasn't been a top TPE earner, but still, I mean, it's not like
And
he was.
He's actually been
You don't
ramping
have
it up
to-
as of late as well.
Yeah, he's been. He's part of the deadly duo in San Antonio's defensive line, along with Franchette.
Well, San Antonio's.
San Antonio's defensive line, rest in peace.
Just
As
for
with the
San
rest of
Antonio,
San
my-
Antonio.
The San Antonio is in dire straits of all these.
San
players.
Antonio is a top-tier farm team with
Apparently they
absolutely
are.
no chance at a
They did
championship ever
incredibly
again.
well in terms of drafting active players in this last draft, and it might come back to bite us.
Damn it, you
Start
drafted
drafting
too well.
bots only.
All right, up next we have the Long Snacks again, and at pick number 26, they're another team that basically has to go best available right now. I think they need to take a wide receiver or something. They need someone to help out that poor
They
quarterback.
could really use who's the best wide receiver on the board?
God, I don't even know. There's like such a huge drop off at this point.
That's rough. All right,
Yeah,
well,
Yeah, I don't
I
think
think-
there are too many viable wide receivers
I mean,
left.
technically, the best available is Asher Quinn, but he's like a 97.
all right. So
TP,
then,
I think
who is best
inactive.
available?
That would probably be,
Lineman at this point.
maybe.
Oh, are we gonna? Oh, you know what? Adam
Uh,
really likes the O lineman, so are we gonna
they
see
might-
a fair rub here, real
Rub?
quick?
Rub maybe Stuart Little. I don't even. Stuart Little, maybe.
Franchit's still on the board.
I would not be surprised to see
Bakhtiari,
fair rubs.
actually. Bakhtiari.
All right, let's take a look. Brad Burton.
Oh, I like this.
He's a really good dude.
Yeah, this guy's been stealthily active. He dropped off of Discord for a couple weeks because he was busy with work, but he came active again yesterday. So Austin kind of got a steal on this one.
And he's been regularly updating the whole time.
Yeah.
Can confirm as the KC updated.
Cool. All right, up next again is pick number 27, and this is back to Philly. And this might be the pick I thought 22 was going to be, especially because he's still available here. And I don't know that he makes it past 30. I think Franchit goes here.
You think
I can see that happening.
I can see it.
Yeah.
He is the most active guy left,
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah,
the most active.
He's the last EL.
He's been a little slow in terms of earning TPE, but
Yeah.
I mean, man, if a team can get him to drive for that TPE, he could be incredible.
I put out an article about him yesterday. Or no. Yesterday?
It was today.
It was today. It was this morning. I put out an article for him. And
Yeah, he's a special kind of guy, honestly. Like
for all
he's
intents and purposes, it sounds like he is going to double down, be the guy you want.
Yeah, if he does, he could be, I think, even a bigger steal than that. Who are you talking about before? Rector?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Yep.
I think if Franchit goes here, he's a steal. If he goes even later than here, he's easily the best.
All right, let's take a look. And it is Franchit.
There he goes,
Deadly
my boy.
Excellent.
And
I mean-
the dirty little secret about Mike Franchit is he is I'm working
Hears
with
too
him.
much about the league.
Yeah, well, I'm working
He
with
really
him
does.
over this off season, and he's going to be my new assistant. So
Yeah,
He's
Hears
a
way
great
too
guy.
much.
he's a special kind of guy. He's amazing. Like
He's-
I love
playing
that
with him
guy.
was a joy. He was awesome. I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him a lot.
One of my best friends in this class. He's a superstar, honestly.
I'm super happy for him. He's been great in San Antonio, and I'm happy to see him in Philly. Especially alongside Zach Hall, defensive end. That's going to be a terrifying duo in the future.
Yeah, that's a powerful pass rush potentially.
all right.
It's like the GM there knows what he's doing or something. Weird.
Nah, that GM's probably.
Let's not go
scrub.
that far.
Yeah, the GM sucks.
I would love to make his head get so much bigger if I could.
I don't know that that's possible, and that's me saying that.
I love you, Slim.
I don't. Austin. Except it's not Austin.
Oh,
It's
hey, we're
Arizona.
drafting. Right.
Arizona's up next.
I'm going back to the fact that linemen are still the best on the board right now.
All right, fair rub time.
Fair rub time?
Fair rub.
Swag?
Let's see.
Swag.
It's either.
What we gotta see?
Let's see. It's gonna be either Rub or Bakhtiari.
It's Lamp Wizard.
Who?
Bakhtiari.
Excellent.
Oh yeah.
Another Seawolf
2
guy.
sacks allowed. Wow.
Yeah, that's
We are fans of the fair rub though.
that's a powerful offensive lineman.
It is. Now, if he can get his TPE up, he'll be set.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he was very active in the Discord. He was a good guy to talk to. He was funny.
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 back-to-back from Baltimore. So why don't we think about who they're going to pick back-to-back, and then we'll just play them back-to-back.
All right, it's gonna be
Finally.
somebody and somebody.
Thank you.
Somebody and somebody.
Who are the best
Impressive
players
work.
available on the board?
Someone gets picked.
Yeah.
This late, I'm going to say that with Scorp being one of the GMs there, I think they start going Tijuana guys that they know are active behind the scenes here.
Hey, hold on, but the other guy there is Duilio.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of the marshals that are highly active are already off the board, unfortunately.
I mean, there is one. Juan Marston is
Good ball
still on the
block.
board.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, Juan Marston is.
Juan Marston. There's still Stuart Little. He's picked it up in the past few days.
Well, Stuart Little was a PB guy most of the season.
If Baltimore doesn't take a tight end, I don't know what they're going to do because Alto's almost dead.
Is there
That
an
doesn't
active tight end
necessarily
left?
mean anything. Look at how like other teams.
Yeah,
have done without
there's a
tight
lot of
ends.
teams not running tight ends at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is when you have one, it helps a ton, but you don't have to have one to be awesome.
Yeah, it's not a necessity.
I'll tell you who I might look at here is Orion Drake, the all-purpose
Ryan,
back.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah, you could easily plug them that in tight end.
you
Is
guys
he still active?
I just thought about it. The last like 3 or 4 Ultimates winners have all had tight ends and run them effectively. Not just Ultimates winners. Last 3 Ultimates, both teams in like the last 3 Ultimates have all had tight ends. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm getting reports
crazy.
that Orion is indeed inactive. Active, sorry. So,
I thought he was, but he's been somewhat inconsistent in his
yeah.
updates. So
I mean, we'll see.
All right.
Gonna be interesting.
So pick 29 is Earl Sauce from Fleshbag Soup.
Excellent. He's a great guy.
Went for their tight end.
Excellent.
And pick number 30 is Juan Marston.
There he is, my boy.
Jetbox.
My boy.
Oh man,
Jay Pox is a really good dude.
Yeah. He wasn't as active in the rookie Discord, but again, he was active in the locker room. Yeah, great guy.
I don't think he immediately goes up, but if he does, that's super scary for my secondary.
I don't think he's ready yet. Probably.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
he
You
did
guys
join late. He was a
underestimate the
late
power
joiner.
Unless they
of
run him
the,
nickelback.
you underestimate the power of the sub 150 TPE cornerback.
Yes, look, he's 121, so he just missed the mark.
What do you mean? He's sub
Oh, wait, you said
150.
sub. Wait, okay, then I'm wrong. I thought you said sub 120.
150. Sub 150. Weird thing that happens, they get a ton of turnovers. Obviously, they get targeted way more, but they create a ton of turnovers.
I think one year we had Desta Danger as our CB2, and he had like 100 TP, and I think he got like 8 interceptions.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, shit happens,
to be
man.
fair, we were running Howard Miller as our cornerback 1. So.
All right, round 4, we've got Philly back-to-back. They kind of are still running on the best available, but they've taken a lot of offense here. They probably should grab some defense.
They don't really need defensive line
I will say that probably the most active, best player left on the board is a kicker, Baxter Frost.
Okay.
They currently only have a 95 TPE kicker on their team. Who
Yeah,
is
Frost is
Way better.
already better.
Yeah, Frost is already an
Frost
upgrade.
should go with one of these picks.
Okay, let's take a look. Pick number 31, Stuart Little the fourth. Diesel
Yeah,
J,
he
1, 2, 3.
He kind of fell off for a little bit, but he's gotten more active recently.
He came back right before San Antonio made the trade for him.
Diesel apparently is very upset that you called him not active.
I didn't say it was inactive. I said he kind of petered out a a little bit.
And
Stuart, we still love you in San Antonio.
Yeah,
Pick
I still
number
love you, man. I'm
30.
I'm really glad that we had you.
2 is Baxter Frost.
There you go.
Frostbite
Very nice.
kicker.
man.
Big
makes
fucking
it-
leg on
Far away
him.
the best kicker.
Liberty gets an
Big time
instant
value.
upgrade.
Yeah, I
there we
mean,
go.
look at that leg. I
Yeah, I
mean,
know, right?
can't do
That's a letter.
All right, up next, pick number
I
33,
can't believe we used that fucking render.
Austin Long Snack. They are going to take best available to them, and they probably need an offensive player at some point here. I don't know that there's any left, though, so probably have to take defense.
Man, there's not a
O-line.
lot of...
Fuck it. Fair
O-line
rubs.
still top of the
Yeah.
top of the
Rub
Fair
is still
Rub
up.
Club.
Fair rubs?
Fair Rub Club.
Nope.
Yeah.
Wayne, how you now? Oh, god damn, that's awesome.
Oh,
I didn't even know that Jay Steele had... God, I love Leonard Kenny. How are you now? Good, and you?
I'm pretty good. Thank you.
How's your beer? I'll have a beer. To be fair, there are some people left that are on the O-line who could probably use a fair rub. But we are at pick 34. Back to NOLA. At this point, I think everybody's pick is just going to be best available. So
Yeah, whoever's active that's left on the board. I mean,
we're
because
Pretty
we're
much.
getting thin. We're getting
we're
thin
starting to
here.
get into the thinners. So pick number 34 is give us a fair rub.
Yes.
There it is.
give us a fair rub.
There
Tom
you go.
Hanks is one of the biggest advocates for O-line, so this was kind of a given.
Gotcha.
The fact that Tom Hanks didn't draft an offensive lineman until the 4th round is
Surprising, actually.
highly upsetting to me. I don't believe that he believes in fair rubs.
Yeah.
Starting to
He
question it
can
now.
Ouch.
Step up and prove his dedication. He can
Gotta
do it.
prove his dedication to the young linemen. They are
No.
fickle creatures.
Oh.
I
We
am
We were
fighting
the
for
only
O-line
ones to draft an
rotation.
lineman. We're the only ones to draft an O-lineman at 3rd.
You were the first ones to draft O lineman.
Yep. Everybody else waited to the 4th. They slept on him.
All right.
And-
Well, prove us wrong. That's all I can say to the O lineman. Prove us wrong.
Get
Damn
TP,
straight.
boy.
Pick number
Well-
35, San Jose SaberCats select Oswald Grimner, ZG.
This
Yeah,
is
he
a
was
s- this is
One
a
of the
sleeper
best
pick.
players available.
This is a very under the. I think this pick flew under the radar. He was very quiet in the Discord, but he was a solid earner all season long. Not great, but solid. And
He's
that's
also been in the
another-
league for a good while.
That's another possible steal in this
Yeah.
draft.
All right.
Yeah, if they can get him top earning, it's gonna be it's gonna be strong.
Okay. Up next, we have pick number 36 with the Chicago Butchers.
Hey
Worst
guys,
GM of all
Jiggly's in
time.
here, by the way.
Worst GM.
Apparently,
of all time.
Jiggly is in here. I did not see
Hi.
that happen.
Man, this commentators
wondering when
list
you
is
guys-
really damn long.
I'm not looking at the.
I was
I'm not
wondering
looking
when
at
you guys
the
were gonna
thing. So,
Introduce me.
because I didn't know you were in here.
Yeah, you were very quiet.
It's mostly
Which is
focused
very-
on the other 8 screens I have up.
This is very strange for me. Yeah, you guys were talking about the Waldo thing earlier. So we had offered Waldo a contract, but he said that he was going to be checking between that contract and a different contract. And so I said, okay, tell me when you make a decision. And he, instead of telling me when he made the decision, he posted that he had signed already, which was not true. So Waldo never actually signed with the Butchers before he retired.
Yikes.
I don't know if he realized once you retire, you can't sign. Even though you keep your player for the
Well,
next season, you can't make
It was
decisions.
because there's. I don't know if I can say this because it does involve spoilers for the rest of the draft.
So then
Don't
say it.
spoil anything.
Don't.
Don't spoil
Then
anything.
don't say
What's
it.
the boy?
Don't.
But yeah,
Okay.
whatever. So it'll come up eventually, but yeah.
Gotcha. All
Bad
right.
drama.
Well, let's take a look. Pick number 36, the Chicago Butchers have taken footballer blocker man, CP Trella. Great guy.
Very
That
nice.
is a great offensive lineman pick. He was awesome in the same.
He was a very good blocker, man.
Fantastic user. He was very active with his last few players. I think he's going to stick with this.
So
Alright.
my goal with drafting this season was just trying to find good users. And I know Trella from PBE. He was my co-GM when I was in the MIPBE with the Milwaukee Swans. So I trust him. I like him.
I think that's a good pick, G.
You got a great
Alright.
pick out of that
Footballer
one.
blocker man is going to be a solid pickup.
All right, up next we have Yellowknife back up again, and at pick number 37 they are taking Orion Drake. So they're
Hey,
getting
we were
another
just
running
talking
back.
about him.
This could be good.
Yeah.
This is a solid backup to Pagnotti.
Yeah, they're starting up their RB duo of the future here.
Yeah. Actually, funnily enough, Bjorn, you were, I think, one pick off on both me and Orion's spot.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
were one pick late on both of those. That's actually pretty funny.
I just want to say a really quick, I just happened to look over and see this. A real quick shout out to Badweave, who just apparently stumbled upon this random stream of us talking about dumb bullshit about a fake football league
Oh,
that we
yeah.
made up
Who?
2 years ago. His name is Badweave. He said, I just stumbled upon it, and he's like, this is an awesome thing. Good on you all. I don't know if he's going to draft or not. I just wanted to shout out, hey, thanks for randomly
Yeah,
stumbling
welcome
upon
to the
this
stream, dude.
crazy pile of shit
Cute.
that we call the NSFL.
Sign up, join up. It's great.
It's a lot of fun.
Whoever that
Yes.
is, we'd love to have you.
Yeah, give me a
Uh,
call. I'll help you out.
Specifically, give me a call. I am looking.
No, don't listen to that guy. He sucks.
No, I suck.
Hey,
Get it
I
right.
can bench you.
Yeah, I can bench you twice.
Several of us can suck at the same time.
All right, listen, we all know that there is only one bodybuilder in this league, and I don't remember who he is, but he's built like a goddamn brick shithouse, so.
It's called Laszlo 42. The best
The
wide
GOAT.
receiver.
That dude is ripped.
Shout out to my guy.
Anyway, pick number 38, Arizona is taking a trade. They're going to give Colorado their pick, who's apparently Colorado is just going to take the closest to an active player they can get, as probably an active player, and Arizona is going to hope for some with picks number 47 and 48.
They're gonna pray they can get someone active.
I
out of that.
genuinely don't remember what happened here, and I was in Colorado's war room.
So two
Don't worry,
things on
I don't
this.
know what happened either.
It's
Real
gonna be
quick,
a surprise.
Shut up.
One, we were pretty split on who to take here, so we decided to just kind of trade back. The other, and this is unrelated, but I'm gonna give a shout out to my guy Opera Phantom. He said to give a shout out to Portugal. He's actually watching the stream at 2 a.m. So thank you for staying up with us.
Wow.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, happy to have you.
I was planning on having a wonderful entrance here and saying "Buenos noches," my fellow weebs, but you know that
There you
didn't
go.
happen.
Oh, God.
But yeah, that's Spanish and not Portuguese, and he hates me now.
Yeah.
You know what? Walk out the room, walk back in, and then
I would try that one again, but instead we're going to go on to pick number 38, who the Yeti are going to take. Hold on. Something happened. There we go. Michael Vincent. SAP 2013.
Sap
Bringing
is
him
actually a
home.
former Yeti.
Yeah, this is a total legacy pick. Sap has always been a great person to me, and he was the one who drafted me back in S6. So, he's somewhat active sometimes, and I think we can maybe use someone
Coax
like
him
him
out.
on the team.
His next update, he should be jumping up to 35 TPE. I didn't look or anything.
All
I
right.
mean, use my
Pretty good.
spreadsheet.
Well, up next, we are back to Philly again, who has a fuck ton of picks in the first 4 rounds here. Like, Otters had a bunch and have a bunch, but let's see. Otters had 5, and Philly has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, you know, they're
Let's talk about the teams that had absolutely no gosh dang
7,
picks
I'm
going
sorry.
into this.
Yeah, hi Baltimore. What are you doing?
Baltimore has had
I'm-
3 picks. They'll have 4 total picks in the draft. Chicago will also have 5 total picks in the draft. Most of them coming after round 4. So
Yeah, so
have fun
We-
with that one.
Most of that was not my fault. Most of that was
Yeah,
not my fault.
yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
Yeah, Chicago and Baltimore, the GMs stepped into less than ideal situations for a draft
Yeah.
pass. They're gonna have there's gonna be bumps in the road for them just because of that, but kudos to those guys for stepping up and taking on projects.
All right, well, let's take a look here. We've got pick number 39 is Johnson Harding.
Ooh.
Hell
second
yeah.
QB off the board.
Adam 2552.
Yeah,
yeah,
long time sim player.
I'm just going
Yeah,
to
he's
keep my mouth
definitely
shut.
been around here a long time. He specifically said that he was not going to position switch, so
This is an interesting potential successor to Falcone.
Possibly.
Or something else.
All right, pick number 40 is the Orange County Otters again. And they are going to be taking Charles Allen. Wally.
Yeah, good pick. At this point, it's kind of like you have to go with whoever's the most active, and Allen has at least been around. So
Allen updates just about every other update. So
I mean that's better than not updating.
Yeah.
it's definitely better than not updating, even if it's a small update.
He's also used this involved in a lot of sim league, so he's going to stay around. They just may have to send him reminders every now and then. He's somebody they'll be able to reach. He's not going to ghost him.
And it's not like they don't have Apollo Reed.
Yeah, definitely. But this may give Apollo the chance to move on to other roles and become more of a multi-purpose guy. So it'll be interesting to see what they do.
That'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah, they're going to probably have to do that. The more spread out you can have things go. And honestly, the sim was built for running back by committee. It just was.
Yeah, that's how me and Ruff kind of crushed the league. Still didn't win Ultimini though, which makes
I'm
me
pretty
very
sure
sad.
Ruff and Hunyadi didn't even put San Antonio in league for rushing yards, which is the first time that San Antonio hasn't led the DSFL in rushing yards.
Are you sure? I thought we were. I'm gonna look that up. No, we were first. We were first.
You were first.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Julio seemed to believe that you guys weren't.
All right. Round 5. Here we go. We're slowly getting into the speed rounds with the inactive guys,
These are the ones where
unfortunately.
they're starting to be a mix of IAs and active.
All right. I spoiled the pick. Pick 41. Sorry, I accidentally hit the next button. Paco McTaco from I War Angel. He's a speed back.
Yeah, didn't he go inactive? I know a lot of the running backs kind of in the middle of the pack went inactive.
Saba seemed to believe that he was at least semi-active.
All right, semi-active.
I have no idea though.
Yeah, it's because I know I'm pretty sure. Like for example, Butler went inactive, but I don't know about Taco.
I can say that he
is what they're saying.
Okay.
He makes about 5 posts on the forums every week, so he's at least doing his basic updates.
Okay, fair.
It's a win at this point.
All right. Sorry, pulling my stuff back. I had accidentally closed the window. All right, we're back. So next up, we have Austin with back-to-back picks, and they are taking with pick number 42. They're trading Footballer Blocker Man. They get Footballer Blocker Man. Adam loves his O-lines. And Chicago is getting pick 42 and pick 43 and Joseph Henry and Spencer Castle. All right. That is a solid trade.
That was a solid trade for Jiggy.
I forgot about this trade.
Chicago needed a boost like this, and they got a good one.
Yeah, I completely forgot about the trade.
To be fair, all of us forgot about everything that happened after.
Listen, it doesn't totally make up for trading away the best running back in the league, but...
Oh, you want to hear about that? You want to hear about that? Because I can explain that.
I think we would all love to hear why you would trade rising
please,
star Sam
us
Torrenson for aging running back Marquise Brown.
I already explained that we want to build a locker room first before getting any sort of TPE or actual players. We want to build a locker room first. We want to build a community that people want to be at. And I felt that TB was somebody who could at least be active within that locker room. Torrenson, Johnny 2X, whatever, Johnny, he was active, and he was one of the only people active in that Discord. But he specifically came to me after I became a GM and told me he was going to be looking at free agency next season anyway. So if I wanted to trade him to try to get some sort of value, the value that I got was not TPE, it was not stats. I was trying to get value for the locker room itself. And
so you picked YTB.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. It was too easy.
and I feel like the thing is that you don't make a trade unless you feel like you are gaining as much as the other team. And I felt like we had gained somebody who would want to be here and would want to keep other people active. And so that's what I did. And I brought him in, and he's not bad. He may be on the down end, but he's not bad. And we can easily try to find somebody else later. So, yeah, we went with that. We can move over to a passing game. We're looking at some free agents right now. Well, one free agent at this point. And we've already got Oles and any other draft picks that we make. We don't need to focus on a rushing game anymore. We can move over to the passing game.
All right. Well, that's fair.
I feel like that's really good logic. And the thing is, if he's leaving, get something instead of just letting him go.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got a guy under contract who's going to stick around and a pick for something that would have been gone by this point anyway. So that's a pretty good deal.
All right. Well, let's back-to-back picks here. Chicago is taking at 42. They're taking Jake Utler, who is not JQ, but is a speed back, has a decent amount of TPE, and can do something.
This is apparently a steal because he actually went inactive after stepping down as GM of Palm Beach, and apparently came active again in the last couple days. So he already
He's a
had a
PvE guy.
pretty
He's a PvE
So-
guy. I knew that he'd be active within the locker room. I made this pick.
Okay.
It's one of the few picks that I made
Yeah.
myself.
All right. Well,
This is actually a good pick for a locker room like Jiggly's locker room, just because he's a PvE guy.
cool. All right. Taking a look at our next one. Their second one, they take Scott Walker, a tight end from Gibby, who was a character on iCarly.
This is a
Who grew.
tragedy because I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, this
Gibby
is a
went inactive
heartbreaking pick.
Shortly before this pick.
Yeah. He
Oh,
he
wait.
he had a bunch of real life stuff pop up and said that he was going to have to
That
stop
sucks.
stop posting. So
Sweet.
He will
I
come
didn't know
back.
about this, but
Yeah.
was this between the draft and now? Like when the draft actually
No,
happened?
I
and
believe
now?
this
It
happened.
was-
Gibby stepped down very shortly before this pick happened.
he
And
did
like
say that
Becky
he's going to
said,
try to come back,
he-
but
he does intend to come back if he can.
All right.
He pops
Yeah.
in here
It's
here
just
and
a future
again.
thing. It's a future thing.
Yeah, I mean, at the 5th round, if he does return at any point, it's going to be a good pick.
Fair
It's
enough.
not like there are a lot of choices, so.
Well, fun fact: the guy who played Gibby grew up to play Naked Rob in the Goldbergs.
I didn't need to
Wow.
know that.
I
What
maybe
a
watch a bit too much television.
That is an incredible career arc.
Listen, he went from one fat kid who took his shirt off a bunch to another fat kid who took his shirt off a
For
bunch.
more.
Yeah.
Kid's got no shame. Can't blame him. He's probably he's fucking loaded. I'd take that money.
Yeah, he's probably
loved
made quite a
iCarly
bit of
when I
money
was a
taking
kid.
his shirt off.
I loved
I've done
iCarly
dumber
when I was a
things for
kid.
less money. All right. Pick number 44.
Yeah.
Trey Bacon.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, I know.
tragedy.
I
Weird.
think if he comes back, he's the biggest steal in the draft, no question.
Easily.
Oh,
If
yeah.
for any reason Trey Bacon comes back, this is the undisputed best pick in the draft. Besides,
And keep in mind, too, even if he doesn't, he's got a solid build. There are starting defensive linemen in the NSFL with less TP than he has right now.
That is true.
I believe the guy that was starting next to me all last season does in fact have less TP than Trey Bacon.
All right. Up next, San Jose.
Yeah, it's just how
Sabercats.
bad a need DL is.
Still an absolute tragedy.
That is
Oh,
that is
for sure.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Dermot
For
says the Goldbergs is an awful show, but Dermot is an awful person, so I don't really care. Pick number 45 is the San Jose Sabercats, and they take Caleb Beck from user Blaze.
Very nice pick.
Surprisingly enough, Beck is still entirely active and updating. He posts about 5 to 6 posts on the forums a week. So
Yeah, definitely a candidate that fell under the radar, but very good value at this point.
All right, Chicago's next pick. They are taken at pick 46. Caden Bright. They lost an O-lineman for a whole bunch of stuff, and they picked another one up, but I'm going to guess he's probably inactive.
He
No, he is a VHL guy. I know him from a couple of other different leagues. I think we can get him active. So
Nico
All right.
is also in the league werewolf server.
He
yeah,
is,
so
yeah.
They've got
It's
guys
the
over
sneaky
there. They're going to be able to
inactives,
get
you know?
him to do at least activity checks.
yeah,
Okay.
that's all you need.
No, I'll take it. I
Okay.
wasn't sure. I just saw the TPE total there, and I'm just kind of generally assuming. And I got a message
there's
saying
there's a
that
big Chicago pick coming up.
starting around pick number 45 was when inactive started happening. So
yeah, these guys are all kind of
we're in the questionables, and probably by
The
mid-round
40
6 we're
the
going to be at
40
IAs.
The fifth round is where it starts, and then the sixth
Yeah.
round.
6th round is basically for sure IAs.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep,
From
pretty
my,
much.
from my list, that's what it looks like.
All right, pick number 47 and 48, back-to-back Arizona picks from that trade that they had made. They're taking Diego Espinoza. Look
He
at
is
that
still
mustache.
That's the leg.
I don't know who that render is, but
I have no idea.
that is the opposite of a Minshew mustache.
He's actually up to 117 TP at this point, and he's still at least doing his activity checks, which is better than most of the kickers currently in the league. So
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you want an active kicker. That's the thing.
Yeah, you need a 1,000 TP kicker in this league. Don't you know that?
Inactive
No, you
kickers
want
are
someone
better
who
than
only
active
ever
kickers.
gets to 110.
Stop
Jiggly's
it, guys.
right.
You're making me sad.
All right, pick number 48 is Maximus Chungus from Qui-Gon Jinn.
Another fairly active guy. He talks.
I think he's in the chat right now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he had to take a little bit of a break, and he's really busy right now. But he's been around and he's planning to get more active over time.
All right. Taken pick number 49 is the Baltimore whatever Hawks or whatever, and they're taking Asher Quinn from user DeWalt27. Inactive?
He still does activity checks, but that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Asher Quinn still exists, and I believe he knows Rev.
Okay.
So Rev might be able to keep him active. He's currently in our locker room,
Okay.
and I'm assuming he'll stay there. So
Gotcha.
hopefully we can keep him active.
Alrighty.
All right. OCO finishing out the round, and they are taking a trade with Chicago. Chicago gets the pick and Jonathan Rice, and Orange County gets Austin's round 6 pick 53. So they move back 3 steps and give up Jonathan Rice for $4 million in cap space, which I think was a pretty fair trade. Honestly, they really needed the cap space.
That was one of our. That was the last trade that I made. We're going to be coming up to anything after this moment is all toasty, except for this pick.
Okay. Everything else is toasty. Got it.
Everything else is
Everything
all toasty.
else
So
is
anything
amazing.
bad that happens, that's his fault because I was at a soccer game.
All right. Well, we'll just see what happens with Toasty.
All right,
because
he's already deflecting blame. Cool.
he's already deflecting blame because
That's what I did.
everybody knows that you're not allowed to
We've taught
bring
him well.
cell
I
phones
feel
into
comfortable in
soccer
saying-
games.
If everything fails, you got to blame the co-GM.
Yeah.
I feel comfortable saying everything past here is inactive.
Yep.
So, okay.
Probably.
It's getting into that territory, definitely
Yeah.
is.
Well, I just looked through the next few picks and everything.
Ben Gordon.
So-
If
I
you,
will say anyone
This is
active
F-Wing.
is active only in like developing end.
This is another actually really solid pick for Jiggly because F-Wig is a PBE guy in the Utah locker room
Nice.
And he's active. I
Um,
talk to him all the time.
with Jiggly and I. He's active over there, and I'm sure that in a locker room like Chicago where they're looking at PBE guys seriously, he's going to be active.
all right. Well, we're into
And
round.
That's where my stuff done. My stuff is over. Do you have any questions for me? I was gonna leave.
I think we're good. We're gonna go on to round 6 and start listing off a bunch of people who are probably, if not definitely, inactive.
Okay. Good night to all the weaves and only Bex.
All the isn't there like
Wow.
Wow,
Jiggly.
okay, Jiggly.
All right. Wow.
all
Thanks,
the weebs?
man.
So
And
all
Love
3
you
of the
too,
people
dude.
in here who hang out in that weeb chat. So YTB and the other 2, and Bex, I guess.
Yay.
Wait, Jiggly, weren't you gonna plug your
Oh yeah, I
You're-
got one
yeah.
coming out tomorrow. I might be releasing it technically tonight, but whatever. It's gonna be out tomorrow. It's
Tight.
called Live
Tight.
Ammo.
Live ammo, you said?
He's
Yes.
he's
Don't
Good
bring
releasing
your Live Ammo into here.
he's releasing a mix cassette.
Yes, it'll be exclusively on cassette.
You
It's
should
actually
only play it on a
Bandcamp.
tape deck. That's
Oh.
the way music like his was meant to be heard.
I'll post the link or have somebody else post the link because I'm not in the Discord anymore because I left.
Also, don't put it in one of those shitty rewinders. You got to use a pencil like a fucking man.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll do.
Bye.
Understandable.
You gotta use a pencil like a fucking man. You're right, sweet.
Anyway, listen, you'll ruin it if you put it in the rewinder. Pencil.
Yeah,
Good.
no, pencil like a fucking man. You're right.
Anyway, pick number 51 in round 6. I hope this person isn't inactive, but I'm going to generally assume everybody in the second half of the draft kind of is. I know we have a lot of drop-off. We usually lose about 50% of the draft class every season. To be expected,
Hey.
unfortunately. But
The only pick we have to, that we have to pay serious attention to
Mhm.
is something that you should know. You should already know which pick I'm talking.
oh, you mean pick 69?
Yes.
Okay. Pick 51.
Remember to pay particular attention to that pick.
Yeah, it's a round away. We're good. Pick 61. Pick 60? 61 is
61.
Krebak Teflon
Oh!
Quemen.
Correctafon's Quemen is actually semi-active.
Did you say that name correctly that fast?
Kraboctaflons Quemen.
Quemen.
Kraboctaflons
Jesus Christ.
Quemen.
Okay, wow.
Sorry, I've been
Bless
seeing his name every single week all season because he's been updating with, I believe, activity checks and training.
I will say that he hasn't posted anything since September 14th.
Okay, but, activities and training are still a thing.
Yeah.
They still exist. All right, pick number 50.
He's been updating with 7 TB a week, and that's fine.
That's fine. Pick number 52 is back to Philly. Sorry, I've been standing for like an hour and a half, and this sucks dong. Jim Jam Flim Flam. Can't Flim Flam the Zim Zam. Seth the Goat. Seth the Goat, sorry. He's a safety
Jim Jam
who
was fully prepared to be the best player in the history of the NSFL.
How'd that go for him?
I think he's gone.
Didn't go very well.
Well,
Did not end well.
that's his
Fell
fault
off
for choosing
a
a Bears
cliff.
player as a render. So, anyway, up next, we have Orange County, and they are pick 53 with Silverem.
Fair rub?
Fair Rub. Is he still alive?
Fair-ish.
No.
I believe it's still well
No,
done.
okay, so disprove it. Unfortunately, that's one strike against him. 3 strikes and they're out of
Yeah,
the league.
this guy's totally dead.
All right,
He's
next.
57 TB. Of course he's dead.
Yeah, of course he is.
Rest in peace.
Up next, pick number 54. Yellowknife is taken. Jesse Jackson, who looks like he had chosen a render and was going to be this guy and be the best one of the best wide receivers that we had ever seen, and then apparently he has disappeared off the face of the earth.
R.I.P.
That seems like a pretty common theme, doesn't it?
Pretty
Dude.
tragic loss.
It is a pretty tragic loss.
I
Yeah.
thought Jesse Jackson was
Hey,
going to
the-
hold on.
We all know the better your render is, the worse you do in the NSFL.
Yeah. Also, when you pick
Yeah.
a name of, sometimes the meme names work out real well, and sometimes they don't. I don't know if this is really a meme name, but it is a real person's name.
It's a
Yeah.
real person's name.
All right. No, you'll see. Oh, no, I'm thinking of Al Sharpton. Sorry.
Jeez. Okay.
One of them's on TV. I don't know. I don't pay attention. San Jose takes Matt Ammons, Wizadex.
Is he technically inactive, Izza?
Yeah, he is. Let's see.
This...
He hasn't logged in since September 22nd. Hasn't posted anything since like September 12th. So
I'm shocked that he's not back at this point, because I think that Wizadex just got punishment over in the PBE.
Oh.
So he might be coming back.
So maybe he'll come back, and this is another one of those picks that we can consider a serious steal.
All right.
Do you know what he was
we'll
punished
find
for?
out.
What?
Do you know what he was punished for?
Burglar, arson, arsony.
I believe he had a multi over there.
Ooh, scary.
Hey.
All right. Up
Is that
next,
something you want to see?
pick 56. This one's Toasty's first pick, and he took a trade. So he traded back one pick to get another IA. And he didn't even get the right one.
Oh my god.
got
what
so
an
close.
absolute-
Oh, that's
Chicago, what the hell?
And back on the worst GMs list. All right.
He never left.
Arizona is taking Chas Thadson. Blast me away. Blast was a big proponent of the O-line. I believe he was one of the guys who was banging the table the loudest. And we can see how that worked out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean he's a relevant user. He's got a history with the league, so we wanted to trade. We figured we weren't giving up much to trade and try to snag him. And if he doesn't come back,
do you
it's a
know
big
of
loss.
his what is it? The Sim Hockey League, his SHL. Fame or infamity. He's a very polarizing player over there. He may have said a couple of things that probably got him banned from chat a couple of times. Anyway, moving on. Pick number 57, back to Yellowknife, and they are taking Phil Helmet
Amazing.
from
This is
Adson.
the greatest
Pro Bowl.
quarterback in the draft class. Hands
He
down,
actually
no
still
contest.
gets. He actually still comes in and gets his activity checks. So not entirely inactive.
He's one of the weirdest guys to watch update because when I'm updating him, it is always banked TPE.
Interesting.
He suffered, I believe that the concussions that Helmet suffered playing in the DSFL may have
Transferred over.
just a little bit over to the user, and he's not sure what.
All right. Pick number 58, Toasty's actual first pick this time, and he takes Zach Bailey from user Ocelot.
Rip.
Rip.
I think
All
this
right.
is the last player at 100 TP or above.
Yeah,
I don't think that Zach Bailey is a threat to come back.
Okay.
But
No, it'll be a backup.
if by some miracle he does, that's a great pick as well.
Listen, he's a 100 TPE cornerback. You throw him in, you get a few picks in a season, and it works out.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right, sweet.
He's a rotational guy. He's you don't have him in all the time.
Yeah. I'm not convinced he hasn't gone to jail or worse. Oh my god. All right, pick 59.
Yeah, no, he just died all of a sudden.
Pick 59. Chicago trades up to get pick 59 for some cap space. Not a ton of cap space, but more than I would have given up for pick 59. And it wasn't pick 69, and that's really pissing me
A
off.
lot of guys on there that are going to take lower contract play in Chicago.
Listen, Chicago has pick 59 and pick 68, and I'm really upset at Toasty right now.
Toasty, what are you doing, man? Come on.
All right.
You gotta pull it together.
With his next one, he's taking Connor Johnston, who will...
I believe he's a defensive lineman who showed up, created, and then
fell off the face of the earth.
Basically disappeared within the next week.
Sounds right.
Which, yeah,
it happens.
It
happens all the time. Pick 60. Yeah. OCO taking Hank McCoy. Jesus Christ, that render.
That's one rush for 5 yards.
Someone said one rush for 5. Oh dear God.
Well, I mean, when you're buried on Tijuana's depth chart.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right. Oops, I missed. Apparently we're going.
Carry,
apparently we're going into round 7 without changing up the draft board, so we can see the next one. Because again, Infinite has decided to be lazy as hell. Couldn't create one more slide.
Yeah, lazy bastard.
God, it's there. It's there.
Is it? Let's see. I'm clicking one time. It should take me to the next slide.
Click twice.
But then I don't see a blank board showing me the order. Infinite.
Yeah.
You go play around with your fucking meteors and stars and shit, and you can't put in another fucking slide?
We already know this. He's lazy.
He is lazy. I don't know how he's getting like a doctorate in astrophysics or something. Like he could at least put in a little bit of effort into this fake league that takes up way too much of his time. Do I have that close, Infinite? Are you getting a doctorate in astrophysics?
Maybe. Yeah.
Hey,
Studying really hard.
Can I come to your office hours?
Please come to my office hours. No one ever shows up.
None of your students come to your office hours?
Listen, Infinite can tell us when our planet's going to be faced with certain destruction from when an asteroid hits it, but he cannot put in a blank slide showing fucking round 7 right before he makes the first pick of round 7.
All right, y'all, let's keep it moving. I have to leave as soon as 69 happens.
Okay, sorry about that. All right, so round 7, pick 1, we have wide receiver Ron Mexico, speed receiver Tommy Gunn. I don't think he's around anymore, is he?
Did he already go inactive?
Yeah, he joined about 3 weeks ago, stayed inactive for about 2 weeks, and then just fell off the face of the planet. So,
all right, next pick, 62. Philly takes Ja Harris from I Watch Brazzers 69, and he had the 1st of February forced fumbles and fumble recoveries.
Damn, he was really good.
Yeah,
best pick of the draft right here. There we go.
If
value.
The person who picked him here instead of at pick 69 is gonna piss me off beyond anything right now. Just username at pick 69 would have made it for me. Anyway, pick number 63.
I mean, no spoilers, but you know,
is Austin.
Yeah.
And they passed. Pick number 64 is the Yeti, and they took Ram Bunches from Desiree Love 97. And I'm going to say that they never did anything other than create a
Yeah,
character.
50 TP, they're dead.
Nothing else, but it's a defensive end.
There it is.
It's an
All right.
aim.
Pick 65 San Jose is taking Tyler Genus from user Tyler Genus, who had 4 picks despite just being a 50 TPE. What I tell you guys about fucking sub 150 TPE cornerbacks?
Damn, he was
Well,
right.
it's also the DSFL, so.
Also,
Yeah.
yes,
Also,
but
I
still.
love that the pass deflections is.
It's just blank.
Blank.
He didn't have
It's not
0.
even
Yeah.
It's just blank.
It's just think of a number. That's how many he had. He had at least 4.
Undefined.
He had technically at least 4 because the game counts
the limit
interceptions
is
as
not
pass
exist.
defenses. Even though it shouldn't, it does. They don't understand the difference in what stats are.
Well,
Anyway.
Sim is
have you
magical.
ever seen the sim?
Yes. Have I ever seen The Sim?
He's probably never seen it.
I
Let's
don't
move
think
on.
Sweet's ever seen the sim, guys.
All right. Anyway, pick number 66 is Otto Van Jansen. I'm gonna guess he's not around that much either.
No.
No.
Okay.
He went inactive after the first week.
Gotcha. Pick number 67, Yellowknife. Alexander Ryan, Kobe Griffin Sanders. Is he around?
No.
Nope. Okay. Next one. Pick number 68. I'm really just kind of hurrying to get to Will Smith. They took Will Smith. I believe he left to
I
go
can't
pursue a movie
believe
career.
Will Smith went this high.
I can't believe
after
somebody
being-
photoshopped a Chicago Athletics shirt onto Will Smith.
It's unbelievable how much shit he threw around in his first couple weeks in the league, and he just disappeared.
He
Oh,
went
yeah.
inactive before the Reddit guys got here.
Wow. Okay. Well, obviously
the
we're
Reddit
at
guys never saw Will Smith throw shit.
we're getting into pick the best pick of the draft.
The most important pick.
This is
all right.
the greatest pick of the
Which meme name goes at pick 69? We'll take this for
I
a
think
second.
we all know. Come
Who is
on.
it?
It's
We
a
all
legacy
know.
pick. It's a legacy pick. Just,
Who is it?
We all know.
Everyone that watched the DSFL draft already knows.
Oh,
I
did they
believe
take?
Scorp
Are we
made
taking the
this
same
pick,
person
and
at
it
pick
makes me
69?
so
Yes,
goddamn
yes, they are.
proud.
Jack Moff. There it is.
Yeah.
All right. This is the steal of the draft right here. Baltimore Ultimus right now.
Yeah,
That's it.
legacy pick.
I believe Scorp was the one responsible for this pick.
Of
Uh,
course
A+
he was.
Scorp,
Yeah,
A+.
yeah.
It is
All right. You know what,
absolutely-
Scorp? You don't suck anymore. There you go. You've redeemed
I'll
yourself.
give it 4.
Let's not get carried away.
There we go. All right, best legacy pick. He got picked at 69 overall twice in a row. That's great.
That's better than Izza getting picked one.
Yeah, it is. It really
Yeah.
is.
That was
Izza's
the most.
probably real bummed that he isn't Jack Moff right now.
All right, this is where I leave y'all.
All
Peace.
right.
Bye.
All you need
Bye,
to do is get the
Bex.
pick 69. Wow.
That's all I was here for. I didn't even care where I got picked. I just needed to know who went 69. So,
All right. That's fair.
yep. Peace
All
out.
right. Thanks for hanging. All right, on to round 8, and we're gonna get into ultra speed round. Oh nope, we got pick 70 here. Nobody cares about anything after this, but they kind of do. All right, Justin K-Ho, who's in a K-hole, I guess. Awesome JMK. I'm gonna assume that this person is inactive.
Yes.
All right. Everybody from here on out, we're gonna just assume is inactive.
Pretty much.
All right,
They might
well-
log in, but
Just because I have to, because it is the draft, and because at some point, if any one of these people come back, they may wonder. So I will say the rest of the names out here, but we're going to kind of machine gun these out real quick. So
Speed
pick
round.
number 71, round 8. Here we go. I don't know how many players we have left. Do we still seriously have 5 rounds left?
We go to 111.
Oh my god. All right, here we go. Pick 71 is NOLA. They are taking Tony Tanagai, who is an inactive O-lineman, and proving our point anymore. All right, up next is pick number 72. That is Philadelphia. They are taking Rollo Tomasi, who is an inactive cornerback who will probably not play, but had decent stats in the DSFL and chose a great render. I like you. Up next is the Long Snacks. They are taking a $100,000 cap space in S20 for all the. This was definitely a we don't want to pick anymore. This is the best trade I've ever seen. All right, so pick 73, they are taking William Mitchell. He's no longer here. Up next, they're taking that's Yeti, who are taking a Big Mac sandwich, which is more valuable than any of the other picks here so far. Next,
come on,
we
this is
have
the
the
best
San
pick of
Jose Sabercats, who are
round
going to be
8.
taking Cleveland Farrell, who has left the NSFL to go chase his dream in Frick Nasty's favorite team, who is not very good because John Gruden is a head coach there. They got duped by Antonio Brown. Up next, we have Chicago. They are going to be taking... Yeah, I know.
2-2.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
2-2.
Okay.
Hey,
Torre Andre, who is an inactive O-lineman, thus proving the point even further. That's 3 strikes, you're out. O-linemen are out of the league from now on.
Flo is a big loss because he had that weird O, and he was the 3rd member of fucking distorted name gang.
Oh yeah,
That weird
that's fair.
really
It wouldn't have been
pisses me
that
off.
would not have been entered into the NSFL.
That weird absolutely destroys the sim. for
Anyway,
some reason.
Yellowknife took Chuck Bartowski, who made 1 update and never did another thing in his life. All right, up next is Arizona. They are taking Charlie Day, who left this game to go pursue a career in acting 10 years ago. Up next is pick number 79. They took Sean Frost to Baltimore. He is not doing anything here. I'm assuming he's going to stay in the DSFL. So, hey, congratulations to the Norwich Seawolves because they get to keep a running back. Up next, we got OCO at pick number 80. They're taking Ricky Boomer, who is a boomer and had 57 TBE and looks like he never played a game. So who cares?
Hey, can you say boomer again?
Boomer, 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 boomer. Dorian Cope goes to, it doesn't matter. He had 50 TBE. He never did a thing other than create his player. Pick number 82 is Philadelphia. They're taking Clove Rook, who I like his pick. He took Kerryon Johnson as well. I wish he stuck around because I would love to talk football with him, but doesn't matter because he didn't. Up next is James Lux, who is another defensive end who did not do really anything. Next, we've got pick number kicker. Hey, look, Lucky Dickerson. Good kicker name. Didn't stay around too far, but had a decent punting average. I don't know how many. He made 31 extra points and 11 field goals, but it doesn't mean anything in the context because we don't know how many he attempted of either one of those. So regardless, he will probably not be in the league. And guess what? Kansas City, you get to keep a kicker. Up next, we have San Jose, who takes Buck Buckington, who has a pretty decent name. Fake footballer 27, 50 TPE. He blocked a punt. Hey, look at that. That's a rare thing to happen. But unfortunately, he did absolutely nothing else. Tijuana Luchadors gets to keep that defensive line strong with a guy who apparently the sim likes to have. Arizona's up next with Jim Bob Cooter. Great name, but terrible offensive coach. He left to go and coach, what is his name? Le'Veon Bell into oblivion while he ran him into a stacked front 8 over and over and over again in the Jets. And I feel bad for Le'Veon Bell, who ended his own career by holding out and then signing with the Jets. That's unfortunate. Pick number 87 is a cat that eventually will eat John with the Norwich Seawolves, who's an athletic lineman. Guess what? Congratulations, you fat cat. You sat around and did nothing and never updated, and now you're just proving that the O-linemen do that. Pick number 88. Listen, the O-linemen got a fair rub. One of them got picked in round 3. They'll be okay. If they stay around, they can prove me wrong. But until then...
The guys that got picked early got fair rubs.
Yes, they did get fair rubbed. They fairly got rubbed and they got off. Anyway, Deacon Kohler, pick number 50 TPE. We'll stay on the Kansas City Coyotes as a strong safety for a while. Pick number 9, whatever this is, pick number 89. That is Jake Howe to Baltimore from user Howe Mando, which was super close to Howie Mandel, but was not. Anyway, 50 TPE, 16 tackles, did absolutely nothing, never updated once. Pick number 90, Bug Daldwin, who is instead of Doug Baldwin, and for whatever reason chose the render of AJ Green. That's not even AJ Green, is it? Did not choose Doug Baldwin as his render. Interesting thing there. Never updated, never did really. He got a bunch of receiving yards. It's really good for the DSFL, but it doesn't really matter because he didn't update. Round 10. All right, we're almost done. We got 20 more picks. Whew. All right, how many can I do? Can I do a whole round in one breath? Nola takes Baxter Chance. User Isenru didn't do anything. Never updated once. Philly takes Ivan Abramovich, never updated, never played a game. Chicago takes Max Power Kicker, updated one time, never kicked a ball. Joseph Tom, O-lineman, went inactive almost immediately. San Jose takes Harrison Sherman, Kansas City Coyotes, Byzantine Ottoman, 50 TP, never did really anything. O-line, tight end did nothing else. Chicago takes Victor Bravo, quarterback didn't do anything. I need to. I'll try to get the next round. I'll get the next round. Bill Bono, Scampoli never did anything. I'm just gonna. If they didn't do anything, I'm gonna stop saying that. Dudley Moore, O-lineman, and Infidel. Wow, what a name. inactive immediately. Look at all these O-linemen who did absolutely nothing. Ransom Stoddard, Tubville, nothing. Chico de la Agua,
Rip.
How did Waterboy fall this far?
did absolutely nothing. How did he fall that far? Because he did absolutely nothing. All right, round 11. One breath. Here we go. Rest of the draft. One breath.
Don't hurt yourself.
Nola, Achilles, Babcock, Hypnotic, Pegasus. Philly, Noah Grimer, Noah Grimmer. Chicago, Nicholas Grimmer, and Grimmer 21. Yeti, Abash Williams. Hi, my name is Roy. San Jose, Richard Dangle, Austin, USC. Chicago, Big Jim Slade, JSPV01. Yellowknife, Chigbungus, Cerebur. Arizona, Robert Dade, Emmett Stade. Baltimore, career. I'm not even going to try that one. WOJ34. OCO, Heinrich Meyer, Kamer. Nola, Dave, Anima, Big Burgers.
Jesus Christ.
You couldn't do Carry On My Wayward Son?
I said, what? He said it under 111. Oh, shit. Carry on. I didn't want to try it.
Dude was already dying. Don't kill him even further.
Why are there still 30 people watching?
I don't know.
Oh, Winter
I
They
guess-
just wanted to see Sweet try to struggle through those
Yeah,
last.
They wanted to see him nearly die.
I don't know. That was kind of
How
fun for me.
rude.
The harder thing was that you let out a little bit, and then you have to stop. And you let out a little bit more and stop.
Yeah.
Like, if I had to just go through and go, Nola, Achilles, Babcock, Philly, Noah Grimer, Chicago, Nicholas Grimmer. They're all Grimmers. It doesn't matter. The biggest problem is I can't remember team names based on logos. Fucking, I don't know. So there you go. There's the draft. I think the best trade in the draft had to have been Austin trading
Dumping all of
every
their picks.
season, dumping off all their picks for 100,000 in cap space.
Honestly.
Just like, fuck it, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, that was more worth it than all of these guys combined. So, good trade.
All right, well, anyway, thanks guys for sticking around. Thanks everybody for hanging out in the commentating of the DSFL
Thank you to
draft.
everybody who joined us for the draft.
Yeah. Would somebody have? I don't think there's a schedule made up. I never look at it. But I'm sure if there was a schedule made up, by like some guy who's like in charge of stuff or something, it would probably tell you when the next draft is. But I think if I had to guess, is it on Monday?
Yeah, it's Monday.
No, it's actually it's Wednesday.
I was gonna say I think it is Wednesday. I think I remember saying that to somebody.
Is it? I hope it's
Is it?
Wednesday.
I hope it's Wednesday.
I think it
but
is Wednesday.
It's Monday.
Let me check the schedule.
Somebody check the schedule. We need to know this.
It
I
is
think
Monday.
McGuire was like,
Oh fuck.
hey, ESFL GMs, I'm gonna give you guys because it's small class, and then the draft class more than doubled in size.
Well, there's like what, 20 people?
I want to say it might be even up to 4 rounds now. 24.
Wow,
Wow,
Wow.
we're getting somewhere.
that's not good
Look
for
at
me.
that.
But it is would be no, probably not the guy.
Yeah, Izza wrote a whole big thing about the NSFL draft, and he does not give a single fuck about the DSFL anymore, apparently. Even though he could have done an entire DSFL draft write-up and gotten even more money than God.
Is that the sound of your dog?
Huh? Yeah, that's my dog.
Oh, that's your dog, Infinite.
Yeah.
I just heard a squeaky toy, and I know Frick just got a new dog, so.
Listen, Saba, if you
Buzz
cannot-
is sleeping.
if you cannot draft, if the DSFL cannot draft 4 rounds in 3 days, we have a much bigger problem.
Yeah, we should probably just dissolve the league at that point.
Guys, please get this DSFL draft
mean-
done quickly so I can make the graphics with time.
Infinite, I'm gonna do my best, but it starts at midnight.
Yeah, that's why you make all your picks by 12:01.
Izza, are you gonna make a DSFL draft thing and get?
It's funny
even
you
more than me?
actually mentioned that because I was working on one right before I busted my hand in that rack.
Oh.
Ooh.
do you know how many prospects there are?
Not anymore. I stopped keeping track when I realized I wasn't going to keep
Hold on, I'll
finish
pull
the
up. I'll
article.
pull up my draft sheet.
Now I'm sad because I'm in the draft and I wanted to see what you thought, where you thought I was gonna go. If it was 1 or 2.
1 or 2.
Listen, it's
we
me
have
and
20 picks, which is just over 3 rounds. But
it's me and Slim, and we're probably going 1-2. I just don't know which order.
well, I hope not. How
You
am I
hope?
supposed to get sweet if you go second?
I don't know. I'm just telling you the reality of one of us is Slim and one of us is me.
There's something.
It's not
going
like
I
on.
we're.
suppose when you get the league owner and the simmer in the draft, it's a pretty loaded draft.
It's really top heavy, but.
Well, I mean, you've also got a bunch of recreates. Unfortunately, they're all quarterbacks.
Well, it's because they know all the quarterback jobs are coming up here soon.
Well, all quarterbacks isn't quite fair to like Toasty, I guess.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much again for everything. I'm gonna head out here now.
Drop there recreated.
There we go. He's a nice guy.
That's another
But
non-quarterback recreate.
yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep here. I gotta wake up early in the morning. And I ended up closing down a bar last night, so that was always fun. But shiz haps.
Yep.
And then I had
Good
to
night,
work.
sweet.
Yeah. Good night, guys. Have a fun
Good
one.
night,
I will
buddy.
see y'all on Monday.
night.
Stream team.